trellis, yeah. Make it bone juggling, yeah. Y'all call it fatty, y'all call it fatty, yeah. Y'all call it fatty, yo. Y'all call it fatty. Let's see if you pull. Smoke show Saturday, who gon' step today? Untouchable and pie, ain't no games we play. Yeah, y'all call it fatty, it's sin, but I say it to his face. 5 p.m. we go live, put some respect on the name. Smoke show Saturday, who gon' step today? Untouchable and pie, ain't no games we play. Yeah, y'all call it fatty, it's sin, but I say it to his face. 5 p.m. we go live, put some respect on the name. They talk tough online, but they scared of the stage. Fatty hold it down, got the crowd in the rage. Untouchables and me, we don't bend, we don't break. And pie too strong, every shot ricochet. Eat your words if you bold, don't hide in the chat. Where the smoke at? We gon' double it back. If you scared, then admit it, don't front, don't act. It's the Saturday Smackdown, and we taking it black. Poke show Saturday, who gon' step today? Untouchable and pie, ain't no games we play. Yeah, I call it fatty and sin, but I say it to his face. 5 p.m. we go live, put some respect on the name. Poke show Saturday, who gon' step today? Untouchable and pie, ain't no games who gon' step today? The untouchable empire, ain't no games we play. Yeah, calling fatty a sin, but say it to his face. 5 p.m. we go live, put some respect on the name. Most show Saturday, who gon' step today? The untouchable empire, ain't no games we play. Yeah, calling fatty a sin, but say it to his face. 5 p.m. we go live, put some respect on the name.
Coming up next on Team Fatty.
I choose when I want to become a Super Saiyan. These chimp out, they can't control themselves. I can. I can control the rage.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f think you is?
So, Hotshot, you want to fight Majin Buu?
No matter what. Team Fatty. That's a real nigga. I said it.
Welcome to improv show of the Team Fatty Show. I heard that people were looking for me, so let's do a smoke show part 13, where everyone wants smoke, but nobody pulls up. Let me repeat again. Let's do another smoke show where everybody wants a piece of fatty, but nobody pulls up other than trolls and people that are not willing even to show their face. And no, Jess, this has nothing to do with Casper. Casper is a benevolent person. He might be crazy, but he's not. A lot of people, a lot of comments, a lot of W's in the chat. A lot of W's. Come get your W. Come get your W now.
W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
And once again, I guarantee you, there's not going to be any smoke. I guarantee you. This is a static target. I'm here. There's no place for me to go. Y'all can do your homework, get your videos ready, get your ChatGPT. I'll stay here for 2 hours. See y'all pussies not showing up, and then go on other people's shows, or do your own shows, or be on the chat talking shit. Guarantee you. I guarantee you. But before I go there, friends, welcome to the Team Fatty Show and the Untouchable Empire, baby.
Welcome to the Untouchable Empire. Unbothered, unfiltered, untouchable.
Phenomenal show yesterday. Shout out to the tag team Kobe and Shaq. Ilkan Ali did a tremendous job yesterday, and we kind of stumbled into a massive show. And all the logical debaters and all these people that usually talk about logic all of a sudden don't understand it. I know y'all have a favorite content creator and that they can't do no wrong and all that, but when your favorite content creator gets smoked, when your favorite content creator displays the same behavior that he points everybody off, when you complain about your favorite content creator being kicked off the show for being disrespectful, when he's literally known for kicking people off the show when they are disrespected again. Empress Ive, God's gonna touch you. You are not untouchable. Is a fucking label, you idiot.
Shut up, pussy. Stop crying. Nobody wants to hear that shit.
Is a label, you idiot. If we call ourselves Power Rangers, do you think we are actually Power Rangers and we have a Megazord? And we fight people in the... Oh my God! Rita is back. Lord Zed is back. Idiot. Y'all are idiots. But once again, I know y'all not going to click the link. I guarantee you. Again, I'm going to have to review some shit. But again, I guarantee you, they're not going to click the link. Let me repeat it again. I guarantee you, they will be either not showing up and they're going to be on the safety of their chat. They are not clicking the link. And then when the show is done, they are back talking. Y'all know me. I want problems.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
I'm still waiting for my friend. They said I was Filipino.
Fatty is a terrible person. If any of y'all ever seen his live streams, Fatty is a terrible person. He is an instigator. He's a simp. He's a liar. And he literally is trying to co-opt black behavior and black everything, even though he's some weird Filipino fat dude that can't even speak English. He's one of the worst people I've ever seen on this platform.
Wait, player one. So you saying the Minnesota Vikings aren't actually Vikings? Ooh. I'm so disappointed. Almost made me cry. Friends, I am very proud to say that we are a part of something very interesting called Fight Club. My first experiences in this space clashing was with people that are very close to same size to these content creators. Shout out to Angry Man, shout out to Wenta. Yeah, I really think on year 4, after hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of views, doing this kind of willy-nilly, that now all of a sudden we're going to be scared? That's really what y'all think? Y'all really think that all of a sudden, just because we move in a little bit more corporate, just because we move a little bit more nicely, then friends, I might have to clean my cache. I forgot to clean this shit. Give me just 1 second. Give me just 1 second. What should I do? Give me just 30 seconds, okay, friends? 30 seconds. I need to clean this and log back in. And maybe somebody shows up on this minute that I'm out, okay? Here in the Philippines, the internet connection is not very good. Give me just 1 second.
Yeah. Trellis. Yeah. Make it bone juggling. Yeah. Y'all call it fatty. Y'all call it fatty. Yeah. Y'all call it fatty. Yo. Y'all call it fatty. Let's see if you pull. Smoke show Saturday. Who gon' step today? Untouchable and pie. Ain't no games we play. Yeah, y'all call it fatty. It's fair, but I say it to his face. 5 p.m. we go live. Put some respect on the name. Smoke show Saturday. Who gon' step today? Untouchable and pie. Ain't no games we play. Yeah, y'all call it fatty. It's fair, but I say it to his face. 5 p.m. we go live. Put some respect on the name. They talk tough online, but they scared of the stage. Fatty hold it down. Got the crowd in the rage. Untouchables and me. We don't bend. We don't break. And pie too strong. Every shot ricochet. Eat your words if you bold. Don't hide in the chat. Where the smoke at? We gon' double it back. If you scared, then admit it. Don't front, don't act. It's the Saturday Smackdown, and we taking it black. Poke show Saturday. Who gon' step today? The untouchable and pie. Ain't no games we play. Yeah, I call it fatty and sin, but I say it to his face. 5 p.m. we go live. Put some respect on the name. Poke show Saturday. Who gon' step today? The untouchable and pie. Ain't no games we play. Yeah, I call it fatty and sin, but I say it to his face. 5 p.m. we go live. Put some respect on the name. Scared or you not? That's the question tonight. Step into the fire. If you think you can fight, every word, every ball, like a flame we ignite. Fatty running the empire, better get it right. Team Fatty worldwide, untouchables rise. Every hater in the know, but the truth don't lie. Don't show in effect. Watch the sparks in the sky. When the clock hits 5, see who really gon' ride. Smoke show Saturday. Who gon' step today? The untouchable empire. Ain't no games we play. Yeah, I call him Fatty and sin, but I say it to his face. 5 p.m. we go live. Put some respect on the name. Smoke show Saturday. Who gon' step today? The untouchable empire. Ain't no games we play. Yeah, I call him Fatty and sin, but I say it to his face. 5 p.m. we go live. Put some
So, friends, once again, I don't think anybody will pull up because this is always the same shit, right? Respectfully, this is another one. This is a that main person over there, the fat guy, the foreigner. He talks funny. Ali said, "Yes, sir." The I don't care reviewers. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all don't care. But it doesn't look like it. So what I'm going to do is, again, the link is pinned. We have a couple of goals. We have, I think, 15 memberships and $150 via Cash App or PayPal. And maybe you're going to review a little bit of the show yesterday.
I choose when I want to become a Super Saiyan. These chimp out, they can't control themselves. I can. I can control the rage.
Why didn't you control the rage yesterday? And you know what's funny? He's not even a Dragon Ball Z fan. Because he calls himself Frieza because Frieza says monkeys. You know that monkeys keep fucking up Frieza left and right, right? Like, you understand that by you choosing Frieza just because he called in the Saiyans monkeys, you understand that Frieza been done dirty by the Saiyans left and right over and over and over and over again. You understand that, right? I don't think he even understands what's going on. Myron is kind of a lame. He became a lame with money and status. And afterwards, he became somebody so egregious that I literally have more respect for a neo-Nazi called Nick Fuentes than Myron. Think about it. How does Nick Fuentes is more reasonable? How is Nick Fuentes more reasonable than Myron Gaines on race issues? How is Nick Fuentes saying, hey, man, that Chuck the Builder, man? How is it possible that in 2026 you have Nick Fuentes being more reasonable on race issues than motherfucking Sudanese Amur Afduk? Because I think we are cousins. You are first generation American. I'm first generation European. Our parents just decided to go on different boats. I already said that. You think you are different than me. But I don't see it. Again, me, you, Theo, probably Mr. Fantastic because he's dark as fuck. Probably all cousins. Right? So what we're going to do is this. Let me pull this video up. And let's go through the chimping out he's talking about, because this man is a expert in control. He can control himself. He's not like y'all ninjas. He's not like y'all ninjas. And by the way, let me take this out of the way on the beginning, right? Friends, Andrew Wilson is playing politics and he's fine. Okay? Like, he left the comment, he sent a message to Ali saying thank you for having me and all that, being professional. And he commented on the show saying, hey, Andrew Wilson here, I appreciate being invited. Always happy to have these discussions and debates. We were having a civil conversation. Every time somebody tried to do the white boy to Andrew Wilson and all that, we stopped that because we need to be good guests. The first time he pulled up, we kind of were not ready. Now, with a little more exposure and a little bit more time, now we were ready. I think it was a masterful show. Every time shit went left, we kind of tried to rail in. We having a conversation. And I think we gave him a very good pushback. I don't think he had any idea where the angle was because I didn't have it either. As you guys saw, the thumbnail was Tez, Mr. Fantastic, and King Riches. We've been talking with him on and off for 2 weeks, but I only knew that he was coming on the show 1 hour or something before the show. I took a nap, woke up, he was here. He got here in time. He waited for us. He seated on the chair. He started the show. Started the show with a very strong take. Very odd take. He should have get the death penalty, and that facilitated the conversation of the show. You stay over there, we stay over here, and now we can have a conversation. He kind of did the calm down, but so we can debate tactics to try to rile up people. We kind of chilled. We had a conversation, talk about the situation with Wes Watson, which in my opinion was a brilliant move. We got him on the height thing and the height difference. We caught him on the, oh, I don't think I could, like, I think it was a good back and forth. And on that panel, other than Tez, I don't think nobody thought that Karmelo was innocent. And this is why I know these W's in the chat people don't even watch the motherfucking show.
Mm-hmm. W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
I guarantee you they don't even watch the show. Because if he watches the show, if y'all watch the show instead of being the WWW crowd, you would understand that nobody said that he was innocent. What we said was he should not get 35 years. So we go from innocent to 35 years to 5 to 10 years, whatever. Nobody told he was innocent. So 90% of the comments, yeah, y'all chimping out, y'all defending a murderer. How? How? I have two people in the back, Kion and Puerto Rican. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put us in a layout that they don't show up because it doesn't look like they are on camera. And let's open the festivities. Thank you very much for not being pussy.
I choose when I want to become a Super Saiyan. These chimp out, they can't control themselves. I can control the rage.
He can control the rage. And friends, let's get the goals. Let's get the goals. Let's get the goals. Mr. Kion was here first. Puerto Rican white something. You have to wait a second.
At this time.
Get the fuck out. Simon says, get the fuck out.
Go. You're going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of play time. Ah!
It's time to do.
Mr. Kion, you're on the show. What's your smoke?
What's happening, brother? I really, honestly, I probably should have listened a little bit more. I just like to talk about the Karmelo situation in general. It seems like that me and you got the same perspective, though. That basically he was definitely wrong for the poking, but to me he was still trial wrong. That it was unfair. I think the trial was definitely unfair. Personally, 35 years is definitely unfair, and I think that it was just mostly a popularity contest, in which a lot of group of individuals, a lot of witnesses were able to say that the person that they like was more in the right, if that makes sense. So that's if there's, I don't know if there's no smoke between me and you for that, but that's basically how I felt about the whole case.
This is Sparta!
smoke show. Not I agree with Fatty show. Not smoke show. Okay? Please, I don't do open panels, friends. I don't do open panels anymore. For a reason. Shout out to you, Kion. Smoke show. Chop chop. Mr. Gio, you are in the show. What is your smoke, sir?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Time to
What's your smoke, Gio?
Yeah, I mean, well, as a according to your chat, I'm a YT presenting Puerto Rican white supremacist. Therefore,
Oh, I
I just want
remember
to dive
you.
into,
How
what
are you
that
doing,
means.
sir?
Hey, what's up, brother? How are you, man?
Damn, I'm doing awesome. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing better than the last time I whoop your ass.
Hey, but I have grown to respect your impeccable word with many topics of outside Carmelo. But I definitely was heartbroken to see that trap card fall in your face yesterday with the West Huff stuff.
How?
Well, first and foremost, for those that were watching the live, right? You told Andrew, I don't want to make it look like we're jumping on you or we brought you here for some kind of 5v1 situation. And you even started your show with, hey guys, we're professional, no racism here. And then you bring up a clip out of context where all Andrew showed you was emotional regulation and an outcome should West Huff put him in a situation.
You are wrong. He didn't
Okay,
show
so
emotion. He didn't show emotional regulation because Watson didn't pull up to his face. He just stood up and he sit down. He didn't have to show up emotional regulation. Matter of fact, Andrew Wilson escalated that situation after he was threatened. After he was threatened, he started to make jokes about his veins popping out of his head, he being a jailbird. He said, you were being raped in jail. You were being raped in prison. I know you like men, all of this. So no, he didn't show emotional regulation. He actually tried to put fuel on the fire. He just got lucky that Mr. Wes Watson is not as hot-headed as the Metcalf dude, and he actually puts N on him. So no, the person that didn't escalate the situation was Wes Watson, because Mr. Andrew Wilson clearly put pour gas into the fire.
Okay, so let's look at Andrew Wilson and Mr. West Huff, right?
Sure.
Has Andrew Wilson ever attacked an individual at a gym with him and his friends and beat him with a weight belt and got arrested? Yes, that's a fact. Andrew Wilson, I've never heard any assault charges for Mr. Wilson, never any aggravated inclination of bipolar, to be present. So what evidence outside of Andrew being a mean guy do you have that he does not have emotional regulation?
Did Karmelo Anthony have a background of violence?
Well, I mean, I would argue that if you look at the New York Knicks and all that violence, there is an innate aggressive nature about sports rivalries. Now, were these two young men
That was not
athletes?
my question. No, that was not my question. You brought Andrew Wilson background. That man sounds like a very Pacific man to me that has a license to carry. I don't deny that.
As every other man in Florida.
As Carmelo Anthony. What is the background of Carmelo? Carmelo Anthony didn't have no violent background.
But his background isn't in question.
You can do the George Floyd. Oh,
Nobody's
he was a
talking
fentanyl
about
addict.
his
And it
background.
was no, but that's the point. Both of
We're
them.
talking about the escalation of force.
But
Andrew verbally responded. Carmelo, pokey.
No, respectfully. Both of them reacted the same way. First,
so you quantify.
No, think about it. 1 second, please. Think about it. Think about it. You are not listening. What that kid do was disproportional. Okay, that's the last stop. I agree, and I see you on the back, Sharek. What we're talking is about what happened. Okay, what happened was simple. Wes Watson and Metcalf initiated the confrontation. The same way Andrew
They were there to
let me
speak
fin- let
on
me-
a
let me finish,
panel.
please.
It
Let me
wasn't a
finish.
track meet
Let me
where
finish,
Wes
please.
wasn't allowed to be in.
It's irrelevant.
Wes was placed
It's
there. Carmelo
irrelevant.
entered a space he wasn't supposed to be in.
It's
Of course
irrelevant.
it's irrelevant because it doesn't fit your narrative.
No, it's irrelevant because if the place where he was inside was not Metcalf private property.
Was Wes Huff invited to a panel to
He
speak
was
and
not-
engage with men, including Andrew?
You are deflecting. Both of them got them by different circumstances. But
Who invited Carmelo to that tent?
let me finish. Don't interrupt me again.
No problem.
Both of them got there by different circumstances. But that was not Metcalf tent. This is not a private tent. This is a school tent. If somebody that is not from the school is there, you go ahead and call the supervisor. You go ahead and call the coaches. You go ahead and call the administrators, and they will talk with him and they will escort him in. This is not motherfucking gang violence. This is my blog. What you doing on my blog? The second thing, and then you are going to be able to answer, is this. Literally happened the same thing. They got confronted. They said, hey, you better not do that again, just like Andrew said. So you are going to threaten people on stand your ground states. After that situation, they kept escalating. And I don't know where Andrew got the pussy, him calling pussy and shit. Let's assume that he's right. Yeah, you are a pussy. You're not going to do nothing. And Andrew, with the prison jokes and the grape jokes and all that, both of them escalated. The only difference was that Wes Watson didn't actually approach Andrew and put their hands on him, but Metcalf actually did. So what I'm telling you is this, and this is my position. You can go from there. If Andrew Wilson was touched by Wes Watson after warning him multiple times to not do that shit, and Andrew Wilson ended up killing Wes Watson, I will not ask for life in jail like Andrew asked for the kid. No, for death penalty. I would not ask for a death penalty like Andrew asked for the kid. I will not ask for life in jail because of the kid. I would actually say it's probably, I don't know, whatever the lesser charge is, because you're in Florida and Texas, and those states are very friendly pro. I defend myself, stand my ground, and all that. I'm defending the black kid, and I'm defending the 40-something-year-old white man. What is your point of contention?
Okay, so we can already see that you're agreeing with the incongruency, right, of both examples, right? Now, to give you a bit of insight, and this is my position, if anyone that I follow, even you, I'm a fan, huge fan, Patty, if you were put in a situation where you unalive someone in cold blood, I would not advocate for you. I have sons out here. I do not want net negative individuals, even Andrew Wilson. If he was found guilty for this congruent crime, you cannot go to anybody on his team that would say, you know what, we're going to ignore our Christian ethos and lie and blaspheme for our buddy Andrew. Because we're impeccable with our word.
You are wrong.
That's what you lack.
Let me prove that you are wrong. Yesterday, Myron came in acting
I'm not Myron,
crazy.
brother.
No, I'm not. You are not Myron, but you are defending
how can
Andrew.
I give you my position and you're not engaged
You are
with me?
defending. You are defending. Let me tackle your point. You are saying our Christian ethos lies.
Okay. Is Myron a Christian?
No,
or a
let me finish, please, because you have to understand what I'm saying. Yesterday, for the whole show, every time somebody called Andrew a white boy, something like that, I made myself clear, we don't do that over here. Stop that shit. Stop that shit. Stop that shit. I'm an atheist. By the end of the show, Myron came in, called us niggers, monkeys, all type of names. You are fat. You are a called bitch to another woman. All these. And Andrew Wilson, and I think he's performative because he's being loyal to his friend, was dying laughing. Where is the Christian ethos then? Where, like, y'all are opportunists just like everybody. Y'all are here doing business because every time y'all have the opportunity to show that you're Christian and say, That's not wrong, Marwan. Why are you treating these people that literally look like you with the disrespect that they are not giving you back? Y'all, instead of actually stopping that shit, y'all put more fuel to the fire. And after I actually asked him, hey, Andrew, is he chimping out? Is he displaying the same behavior that he accuses us of? The Christian Orthodox conservative, I don't know if he's conservative, I don't think he called traditionalists, whatever. I asked him, did he treat us like he accuses people of doing? And you know what he said? Nah, he didn't do that. He didn't do that when everybody and their mama did. So once again, stop with the motherfucking Christian people are better than other people, because when y'all like people, y'all let them violate, y'all let them go crazy, y'all let them invade countries, y'all let them steal, y'all let them pillage, y'all let them do anything, and you'll rationalize, oh, it's because, No, y'all are not better than us. There's no evidence that if something happened to Andrew, y'all will actually be discard him and say, you know what? He killed Wes Watson on self-defense. Let him rot in jail or let him die. I wouldn't do that shit. I'm not expecting y'all to do it either. Go ahead.
Okay. So again, we're not going to go into debate mode because we're having a conversation, but you did add words that I never used. Never once in this live did I say that Christians are better than non-Christians, so shut the fuck up. No. Christians is not just a mental state. It's a foundation, right? So if I claim to be a Christian, and if I bear false witness to my friend, even my son, I'll put my own son in jail. He did what Karmelo did. And any parent that is the opposite of that is a negative parent. And that is only a baby maker. I'm very sorry. And I apologize because this is a very, very sensitive topic. And it's being hyperbolized by creators in the left, right, up, down. But what's concrete here is, the fact of the matter is, you saved the clip to have a white tea man named Andrew on your panel and try and do a gotcha, and it kind of backfired. Prove it. No, prove it. Hey, matter of fact, I can actually show the time that I downloaded the video. Okay, I cannot. Did you not tell Andrew this show is not about clipping you, and now you had a whole prepared?
No. You are not going to blame me for having a good memory. Okay, I'm going to show you literally the time where I downloaded the video because I was preparing the show. So
I'm not arguing when you downloaded it, but it was part of the show.
Sir,
it was built into the show, and that's fine. That's fine, Patty.
Hey, friends, can you guys see what time it was?
I'm not asking you what time. I didn't say that you did it yesterday or last month. But this was preordained, and that's fair.
Please look at the time. What is the time says that, sir? What's the time says that? Friday, June 12th at 10:45. The show.
I promise you.
One second. Let me finish. The show starts in my country at 10 p.m. I downloaded this on the beginning of the show because I remember that dude actually had the confrontation, and I used the video because I think it was a good point. How is that the ambush?
So why not show the full context prior to them even engaging?
I showed the full context. Wes Watson is guilty. Wes Watson was the aggressor. Wes Watson was the one saying that was going to punch him in the face. Andrew Wilson has the right to defend himself, especially in Texas.
So let's go line by line.
No, be concise now that you got that. What is your smoke?
I'll wait. All right, my smoke is that you are a unimpeccable person, and sometimes it's okay to not be consistent with your word because it makes for a good show.
So prove it. When I went back on my word.
For example, the true contention that Wes Huff and Andrew Wilson had was on materialism. Andrew Wilson said, I'm broke. I got $5 on me. While Wes Huff was talking about watches and all this nonsense. So Wes Huff was offended that Andrew didn't really care much about materialism.
Can you listen to me? Andrew was right.
Was Andrew in his pocket?
He was the victim.
Hang on.
He was the victim.
Karmelo had his hand in the bag the entire time. Did Andrew have his hand on a holster the entire time?
Who started?
There's no congruency.
Who started with who? Did Andrew and Karmelo start, or it was Metcalf and Wes Johnson? Who started shit with who?
I would say Karmelo started it.
How?
By entering a situation which he knew would cause a problematic outcome.
So if a woman goes into a man's house at 3 a.m. in the morning and she gets raped, who started that shit?
What the hell did you just say?
If you are saying he started it because he went to a place where he shouldn't be, or in a situation where he shouldn't. If a woman goes to your house and she gets raped at 3 a.m. in the morning, who started that shit?
Brother, all I'm saying is that there's
my
smoke,
question.
there's fire.
Answer
again,
my
that's
question.
Again, another hypothetical that has nothing
question.
to do
Answer
with
my question.
the situation at hand.
Answer my question. You said this is. I'm using your
I will
words.
answer your fifth question when you answer my first question.
What is your first? What is your first question? And I get you a last question. Where was this?
Okay,
like, what
that's
was
fair.
the question? Go ahead.
The question that I just asked you. In congruency with Karmelo Anthony, did Andrew Wilson have his hand near the item he used to insinuate a negative outcome? I.e., did Andrew Wilson have his hand near the weapon that you claimed he used to escalate the situation? Like Karmelo had a hand in the back the entire time.
There's not escalation. No, they didn't have the same posture.
When an officer says, put your hands on the wheel, there's a reason they want to see your hands. Why do officers say, let me see your hands? Why is that the first directive that you're given by an officer? Let me see your hands.
No, there's not escalation at all. This is not a police officer. You are not being stop and frisk.
If somebody told me that they have a gun and their hand is in their pocket, I can assume.
Sir, if I'm talking to you and I have my hands on my pockets, I don't give a fuck who you are. Don't fuck with me because you don't know what I have. It's the same. It's the universal law. Keep your hands to yourself.
So did Andrew tell Wes, I have a gun and I will use it?
If he was a cop.
No, he did not.
Let me finish. If he was a cop and he said, take your hands off your bag when you talk with me, you are a fucking 1,000% right.
That's not a directive.
Sir, I will say it again, even if it's not a direction. I would say that you are a very dumb individual if you are a civilian talking with a cop and you have your hands on your bag. You are going to die probably, because now they have probable cause to say, I didn't know what he had. I fear for my life. But that man is not a cop. And I actually will flip it. It's dumb for you to approach a person that literally has a hand on their pocket or on their bag and you have no idea what they have there. It's the most dumb shit that you could do is approach somebody that is literally with the hand over a bag or a pocket because they are going to fuck you up. Now that I answer your question, you are going to answer mine. You said that the person that started everything was Karmelo because Karmelo was on the wrong place. So using your logic, if a woman goes to Giover's house at 3 a.m. in the morning and she gets raped, who started that shit? Giover's that raped her or the woman that went to your house at 3 a.m. in the morning? Who was that started that shit?
Like, I don't even know where to go from here.
Oh, you can answer questions now?
Like you're pivoting to a...
Ask those questions.
You don't like hypotheticals? You don't like hypotheticals now?
You have Karmelo Anthony.
You don't like hypotheticals now? Answer my question.
Karmelo Anthony.
Answer my question. I answered your question.
Compare the hand placement. You haven't answered mine yet.
I answered your question. No, they didn't have the same hand placement.
I guess you're that I'm a rapist now out of nowhere.
No, you are not. You are not, sir. You are not.
Kindly use someone else.
Sir, you are not the rapist. You are not the rapist. Let's take it out of you. Is your one of your acquaintances. They are telling you a story how they got arrested. And the story is this girl came to my house at 3 a.m. in the morning and I took her asshole without consent. Who started that shit? The woman that went to her place on the wrong time, or the man that actually initiated something, put their hands on somebody, put their feet on somebody, put their dick on somebody. Who actually is the initiator?
The woman. But there's no consent. So
this is Sparta!
This is how greedy these people want to win at any cost. They want to win at any cost. They want to win at any cost, no matter what. Team Fatty.
No matter what. Team Fatty. That's a real nigga. I said it.
They want to win at any cost, friend. There was somebody on the back. I see Shadow and I see Andrew. There was somebody on the back that was in front of the line. Please come back so I can pull you up, and then I'll get Shadow and Andrew, okay? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all debate bros need to shut the fuck up, man. Y'all will say anything and everything to win a motherfucking debate. For what? Is this that important that you literally saying something so disgusting just to win a fucking point? That's ridiculous. She did it. So you going on the wrong place at the wrong time is an excuse for people to put their hands on you, their feet on you. That's ridiculous. That's some shit. That's some ridiculous shit. But okay, I see you. Ty Sharek, welcome to the show.
It's time to do.
What's up,
How you doing, sir? What's your
good.
smoke?
Man, I just got a little pushback for the Myron incident and the
Yes,
Karmelo.
sir. Can we start with the Myron thing? What do you like? What is the pushback there?
I just feel like aha moment kind of backfired on you.
It was not aha moment. This is a debate. I'm trying to prove that it's inconsistent. How is that a aha moment?
Okay, but what does the inconsistency have to do with anything? I
The
watched
inconsistency is 1 second. I watch Myron as much as you. I am one of the people that watched Myron from the beginning, way before he actually had the fresh and fit shit. When it was Donovan Sharp was bigger than him. It was even King Richards was doing content. It was Steph is cold. Like I know Myron track record from the beginning to now. Myron said something. And he been saying something that is inconsistent with something that he said. And matter of fact, he's lying about it. Because what happened was, once again, if you think people shouldn't be offended by words and they should actually practice self-control, he was defending Chuck the Builder because of that. And on this situation, he was defending Metcalf for that. I will play a video of you threatening people for calling your names on the chat. And he lied about it and said, people were sending death threats to me.
Okay, but you didn't want to accept the
maybe before the show. But what does that have to do with you threatening people literally during the show on the chat? I just wanted to see if he was consistent, and unfortunately, it chimmed out. So
Fatty, he told you the context. You just didn't want to accept the context. He told you the death threats. He's not going around just inflicting violence on people like Myron be doing street debate all the time.
That was not my point.
Look, hold on.
I didn't say it was violent, like I didn't say Andrew Wilson was violent. No, I'm
but he
testing his
didn't never
logic.
say that he Myron's, but look, you're missing the aim. Myron's aim is you have the right to defend yourself. That's it. He's not saying just punch somebody for you getting offended. That's not what he's saying. And you guys are missing the context.
No, that's what he said. I can play the video for you. There's little what he said.
But he gave you the context, Fatty.
No. There's no context.
You didn't want to accept it.
No,
you just didn't want to accept the context.
No. I have a video.
No, look.
Hey, Sharek, 1 second. Let's reset the room, right? I accept two things. I accept sarcasm and I accept jokes, right? If you have to give me context, the context has to be on the video. He was threatening to punch people on his chat, and the context is because people were sending me death threats. And do you think they sending
death? You gotta give context to people that are not fans. His fans know what he meant and what he's saying. That's the problem. Y'all too worried.
So how do you know?
Y'all too worried about what he's saying just because you don't like him and you don't like what he said. And
No.
Prove him wrong and call him a liar. It's just a bunch of feelings.
No,
I agree.
This is projection. You like him, so you kept him for him. he holds himself to a standard that he doesn't uphold to other people. Other people have to refrain themselves, have to control themselves, but he's saying, say that to my face and I punch you. So was he lying then,
Regarding
or is he
death
lying
threats.
now?
Regarding death threats.
Nobody
He's
was
saying that
no.
you have to treat people that do death threats a little different than regular
Hey,
people that heckle.
I will
Death
play the
threats
video.
and heckling. Look, death threats and heckling are two different things.
Sharek, I agree with you. If somebody is
but that's
posing
the
a
context
threat,
you don't want to
no,
accept.
but that's not the context, because I went back to let's play the video then.
You guys, the
You
truth,
don't want to
even if it
accept the
doesn't fucking
context.
benefit me.
No, let's
you don't
listen
like
then.
what he said.
To say anything
Let's
You just don't like what he said, so you don't want to accept the
let's
context.
listen to the video then. Let's listen to the video then.
benefit me.
I'll actually watch that video.
Let's listen to the video then. You can listen if you're talking, right? Thank you.
Blacks. It does not benefit me to be critical of Islam. It doesn't. And as a matter of fact, I get a lot of hate for it. I got these stupid ass Pakistani dirty niggas in my chat talking about haram.
Where?
Hate for it. I got these stupid ass Pakistani dirty niggas in my chat.
In my chat, right? Now remember, this is the context. We went right back to see why is he saying these things. He mentioned, I have these such and such people in my chat, and this is immediately what happens afterwards.
I got these stupid ass Pakistani dirty niggas in my chat talking about haram.
I'm really trying to see.
Now let's listen to the video so we don't know who's lying and who's not.
I'm really trying to get your point.
You can talk after the video is done. You can talk after the video is done. Okay?
Pakistani dirty niggas in my chat talking about haram this, haram that. You're a kafir that, murtad, all these other bitch ass shit that if they had told me this shit in person, I'll fucking punch them. Call me murtad to my face, I'll fucking knock you out.
Call me murtad to my face and I'll punch them. Call me murtad to my face and I clock him out. How is this has to do with motherfucking threats when this man said verbatim, if you call me A, I will do B to you. If you call me A, I will do B to you. How is that threats when it clearly says that it's because people on the chat are calling him a name he doesn't like? Please explain yourself.
Okay, man. Obviously, the people in the chats are the ones that sending him death threats. And
sir, are you low IQ? Because that's what they do. I don't like to call these people, right? Are you low IQ? He said it. Call me Mortat, call me this name, and I will punch you. Where is the death threat? People in my chat calling me a name. If you call me this name to my face, I will punch you. Where is the death threat on the chat calling you a name?
Okay, there is none. So what's your point?
My point is, you are holding people to a standard that you don't uphold, because you threaten people when they say words that hurt your feelings, but when people call you niggas and niggers and sand monkeys and all that shit, all of a sudden, I have to be here and not chimp out. I have to control myself when you do a show of my video calling me a monkey, but you on the end are threatening people because people are calling you a name you don't like.
Okay, I got an answer for you for that.
Now, 1 second. Is he being consistent or inconsistent?
He's being consistent because he does.
I choose when I want to become a Super Saiyan. These chimp out, they can't control themselves. I can control the rage.
Why is he being consistent again? Sharek, go ahead and now go to the next caller.
You say, how is he being consistent?
How is he being consistent by saying that you should control yourself when I call you a monkey, but he doesn't control himself and says he's going to punch somebody in the face for calling him a mortat, which is something I have no idea what the shit is. How is he being consistent?
I feel like that's rhetoric is for black people, because black people are the ones that's not controlling themselves. Black people are the ones that's really chimping out over words, not white people. So when he says that, the context is for our group of people. Hey, control yourself, because for the last 50 years, we've been the one that's been out of control. And I'm speaking that from experience.
So black people invaded Iraq. Black people invaded Iran.
Oh, I'm talking about domestic issues and our.
Domestic issues, right? Black people are on the Epstein Island, right? Like black people are buying motherfucking politicians and shit to go and do wars in favor of Iran. Black people are taking healthcare from you. People will take education, affordable education from you. Black people are putting you in jail. That's black people.
Hey, a black person that kill me quicker than a white person.
Because it's proximity, you dumbass. A white person will kill a white person faster than a black person. A Chinese person.
Black on black crime is higher than any other race.
Sir. It's called proximity. A white person
will
probably.
Not. It's called.
Let me finish. Let me finish, please. It's called proximity crime. An Asian person is more probable to be injured by another people on the Asian community than any other community because they are in proximity with each other. It's all races. It's not just black people. It's everybody.
Not in Chicago. Black people are the ones doing all the crime in Chicago.
Who the fuck cares about Chicago? I'm not talking about Chicago. I'm talking about the United States, the world.
Yeah, and everywhere you go where it's property, the black people are doing the most crime.
Are you doing crimes?
I used to.
Did you stop?
Yeah, I stopped.
Okay, should I call you monkey?
When I was doing it, you could have. It was.
Do you have self-control?
I didn't have self-control. Now I do.
Did Myron have self-control yesterday when he came to my show and called us all type of names without no disrespect, no nothing? Did he have self-control?
Man, he was trolling y'all like y'all were trolling him.
That was not the question. 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 We were having a serious show. He asked for the link.
Y'all didn't want to debate, so he trolled y'all, bro.
So he's trolling.
Yes, he's trolling.
So he's not a serious actor. He's just trolling, right?
No, he trolled y'all yesterday, bro.
So he's not a serious actor. He's just a troll, right?
No, y'all didn't want to debate, and y'all couldn't get the point that he was trying to land. So he just
I made the argument, and he lied about what he did, and then he started calling everybody names, including woman that didn't even talk to you. Calling a woman bitch is trolling for nothing.
Yeah, that's trolling.
Oh, that's trolling.
You wanted to troll him, so he trolled y'all, bro.
How did I troll him?
Because I thought y'all brought him in to debate the Karmelo situation.
And I did the video. The video was a correlation to what he said about Karmelo. If you want that 17-year-old kid to have self-restraint, why are you threatening people over names in the chat? I literally stated my case. I talk about the debate, and he started chimping out. Did he chimp out yesterday, Charek?
Nah, he didn't chip out, bro.
Yes, and this is what I'm saying, man. Y'all are ridiculous.
Y'all just too stuck up on.
Y'all are ridiculous. Hey, Charek.
You just don't like him, so you not. So that's why you trying to get the aha moment, bro. You could have just debated him about the because he knows about self-defense, bro.
Hey, Charek.
He was a perfect person you could have debated against that. What's this self-defense?
Hey, Charek.
You didn't want to do that, fatty.
Hey, Charek.
That would have been a good debate.
Sharek, this is the fucked up part about like what you are saying and me having a good sound memory of what happened, right? Remember when Allende went to his studio and he said, put his foot inside and see what happened. I will bless you all. Oh, I will bless you. And like, remember that? Remember when all the women that go to his show and he literally has no patience, no nothing. As soon as they act, starting taking the donkey, he kicks them off the show. My question to you before you go, Sharek, is this, right? Did Myron display the same behavior that he criticizes all the women that go to his show, being unruly, have no impulsion control, be offended, starting calling names? Did Myron become the woman that he platforms every week on his show when he kicks out? Did he do what they do?
No, bro. He just trolled y'all because y'all didn't want to have him.
This is Sparta!
He's just trolling. He's just trolling, man. Sure. So all the women that go to his show, they're just trolling. They're just trolling. All the women that go to his show and act a donkey and fuck up shit, it's just trolling, guys. Guys, just trolling, man. Just trolling. You see what I'm saying? Just trolling. Like, so I have to, even if he's right, I have to allow him to troll me. In my own house, I have to allow somebody to come in and to troll me on a serious show that has hundreds of thousands of dollars going on a year and all that. I have to allow this man to come in my house to troll me when I'm doing a serious show, and he asks for the link and insult me and talk about I'm a foreigner and I talk funny. That's what it is. I don't know. I see the Shadow, the Titan Wasp, and Andrew, Shadow, and then Andrew. Let me read these real quick, friends, so we can get to the point. The NPC says, Fetty is a bad man, a bad man. Oh my God. Salute to the first generation blacks from Mali to the US. Shout out to you, NPC. I appreciate you. My boy Ron Solo in the building. And he says, the fact people made it about race and not whether it was malice intent or not lets me know it was bias and they wanted vengeance, not
Got untouchable empire, baby.
Thank you very much. And friends, be like Carl Anderson, man. We need more 10 members. Be more like Carl Anderson and get us one membership for the Untouchable Empire. If your name is in gray, you need the membership.
I believe that there's multiple so-called black leaders who believe that they are untouchable.
Got untouchable empire, baby.
Thank you very much. And we have finally one soul saying, how does he talk with Marvin Unit in ease? Like, it's just projection. Y'all don't like him. So y'all, no, that's the opposite. Y'all like him. So everything is a www in the chat.
Mm-hmm. W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
Like, y'all literally are 30s and 40-year-old and y'all move like you were on a Call of Duty lobby and y'all 13. Like, all y'all interactions with us, the low IQ people, everything I'll say is like what people were calling me on a NBA 2K13 when I was 15 years old. That's all that is. Like, compare how y'all move and how you comment, low IQ, nigger, foreigner, you talk funny. It's literally a Call of Duty lobby for 12-year-olds. That's crazy. But y'all are the smart ones. Donald Hawkins, of course, with the $10 ball. He says, much love to you and the Untouchables. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much.
Got untouchable empire, baby.
And we have OG in the building with $5. And he says, OG says, smoke they
Got untouchable empire, baby.
Friends, either Cash App, either Cash App, either Cash App. We need a lot of money in the Cash App. I'm giving you an extra show this week. So let's make sure you eat the motherfucking Cash App. And I have no idea where my videos are because I haven't used them in wow. Damn, that's crazy. Where is the if you don't link this pin, you don't I don't have them. I don't have them. I'm sorry, friends. You know what it is. Team Fatty $8 Team Fatty 8. Let's bring Shadow Wasp in the building, and then Andrew is next. I think Andrew has some smoke. Let's see.
It's time to do.
Shadow Wasp.
Hey, Patty, real quick. Can you let him go? Can you let him go first, real quick? There's something I need to finish.
Absolutely.
Thank you, my bro.
Appreciate it. Mr. Andrew, welcome to the show.
It's time to do.
Andrew,
yeah, can you hear me?
Smoke? Yes, sir.
Yeah. Fatty, have you ever told a lie?
Yes.
Is lying wrong?
It depends.
And in the context of the ways that you think that it's wrong, have you ever told a lie that way?
like I said, it depends if I'm lying because
No, it can't depend. Hang on. It can't depend. I'm asking you the way in which you think that a lie is wrong. Have you ever told one of those kinds of lies?
Wait 1 second. Is this Andrew Wilson?
Yes, this is Andrew Wilson. Can you answer my question, please?
Yes, because I saw you without a beard. Andrew Wilson, repeat the question again so I can be sincere.
Yeah. So one more time. Have you ever lied in a way that you think is bad?
Yes.
Okay, great. And you think that people shouldn't tell lies in the way that you think are bad?
They shouldn't. Yes.
Oh, great. Then you're inconsistent with your fucking principles, fatty. Unbelievable. How could you be inconsistent with your principles, fatty? How could you violate your own principles like that, fatty? How?
You have to acknowledge people violate their principles all the time, and you have to acknowledge when they do, right?
Why should I listen to you about somebody violating the inconsistency and that's bad when you're inconsistent and that's bad, fatty?
Because everybody's inconsistent, including Andrew Wilson. We are going to
Oh,
lie
so-
here. No, listen
so-
carefully. Listen carefully.
Yeah.
Listen carefully.
Yeah.
Fatty
I'm listening
himself
carefully.
sometimes- Fatty himself sometimes is hypocritical. Fatty himself sometimes is contradictory. Fatty himself sometimes is inconsistent. But when I'm inconsistent, I need to be called out, right? Somebody has to say, Fatty, you are being inconsistent. Is that fair?
So your critique here is
Andrew, is a line of
ask the
questioning. I
question.
want to get somewhere. Is it
Well,
fair
I
to
want-
say
When you
people
answer
are
my
inconsistent-
fucking questions, I'll answer yours.
I'll legally answer your question,
I
right?
started with the line of questioning. Let me finish it, and then you can ask me your line.
Let me make
Great.
a note before you move.
Why should anybody listen to a person who's inconsistent about why we should care about people being inconsistent, fatty?
Because everyone is inconsistent. Is like
That doesn't answer the
everybody
question. That's begging the question.
I answered. You said why, and the
Yeah, that's
answer
begging. That's begging the question, though. That doesn't give me the actual. That doesn't give me a reason. It's just a restatement of the same question.
The reason is if you didn't listen to anybody that is inconsistent, you wouldn't listen to nobody.
Okay, so then everybody should lie because everybody does lie?
No, everybody.
Okay, well then you can't say that nobody should be inconsistent because everybody's inconsistent. That's stupid.
No.
That doesn't.
Should is a perfect world, right? Should is a world that is perfect where people shouldn't lie, steal, kill, murder, all that, right? So I engage with you.
No, that's not what should is.
One second, please. That's what should be. The reality is people are going to be inconsistent. So you can't live on a perfect world of should.
That's not relevant. Yeah, that's not
Andrew,
relevant.
Do you agree with the premise that everybody is going to be inconsistent throughout their life?
No, that's a false premise.
So you never was inconsistent?
It wouldn't logically follow, fatty. Even if I was
answer my question.
Even if I'm inconsistent, it wouldn't mean that nobody can go through life without being inconsistent. That would be fallacious argumentation, fatty.
No. It's
Yes.
Now
that would be fallacious argumentation.
Now that I flip it against you, now we're going to have fun, right? Because you don't.
You haven't flipped anything against me. You haven't made an argument. But let's start with the argument. The argument is that because that nobody can be not consistent with their principles. Can you demonstrate that, or did you just make it up?
It's because you are like, even machines make errors, even calculators make errors, even computer make errors. Sometimes you are going to have cognitive dissonance. You are going to have thoughts that are contradictory. You are going to have opinions that might
has no bearing on the argument. No bearing on the argument.
Isn't that an inconsistency when you believe in things that are contradictory?
You have you can be inconsistent without believing contradictory things.
So you never violated, for example, the laws of logic. Never.
I didn't say that, fatty. It has nothing to do with me.
But
what you're saying right now is actually really silly. You're like, hey, have you ever done this thing? Yes. Then everybody does this thing. That's retarded, fatty.
No. So Andrew. So I'm going to calm down and strip down a second, right? My point is not that Myron or Andrew shouldn't be. We shouldn't listen to them, right? That's not.
Should we be consistent?
My point.
Should we? Should we be consistent?
When somebody shows a clear inconsistency, you should point that out. That doesn't mean that I'm not inconsistent. That doesn't mean that I shouldn't listen to the person.
Yeah, but why, fatty?
What is the problem with that?
But why should we point that out? Why?
Because you are literally going against something that you said. I can point that out.
So,
What's the problem with
and
that?
do you think people ought not do that?
On a perfect world, yes. On the real world, it happens.
Okay, so then there's not actually a problem with him doing that, or there is a problem with him doing that? He ought to do it, or he ought not do it.
No, there's a problem. Like, people should piss on the toilet. Shit happens. And if you pissed on the floor, right? I'm not going to say, just because you piss on the floor, you can't piss on toilets anymore. Shit happens. People are going to be inconsistent.
Yeah, Mike, that has no bearing on my question, dude.
No,
if you just chill out and listen to what I'm asking you.
Andrew, you are trying to
ought people be consistent? Ought they?
People should be consistent. People shouldn't die of hunger.
Why? Why should they? But why should they be consistent? Hang on. Without you restating that, without you restating it by just saying people aren't consistent, I actually want to know the ought for why they shouldn't be. Why shouldn't people be consistent? Without you restating the claim.
Because you should have a consistent logic, Pat. You should.
That's restating the claim, Patty. I'm going to lose my mind. You're just restating the claim. You're just like they ought not, because they ought not, because they ought not. Why ought they not?
There's a lot of reasons, right? You can trust the people that this inconsistent is bad for society, is bad for trust. It's like, if people are inconsistent, it's bad because I can predict your behavior. You're probably going to do something that might hurt my family, my tribe, but the economy, whatever. I need you to be consistent, to be reliable, so I can actually trust you. Doesn't mean that you are perfect. Absolutely not. You are going to fail sometimes. But I can say Andrew Wilson is consistent. Every time he says he does a show, he's going to show up. Should I don't trust him when he does one time? No. If he doesn't show up one time, what's the problem with that?
The reason that people ought to be consistent is because that makes them more trustworthy.
It makes people more trustworthy, more reliable. It helps society be cohesive. I can understand that if Andy starts A, is going to end on point Z. If you are inconsistent,
but Fatty, if you're inconsistent by your own admission, doesn't that mean that I shouldn't trust you?
No, because being inconsistent is a pattern of behavior.
Even if Myron was inconsistent, that doesn't mean we shouldn't trust him, does it?
No, so I will answer your question, right?
Go ahead.
Myron being inconsistent is something that you need to point out, because once again, you want to actually have a track record of what the person does. I never pointed out that Myron is an inconsistent person. I said that Myron is inconsistent right here. Like, you can say Fatty is lying right now, but Fatty is not a liar, because Fatty doesn't employ a pattern of behavior that keep lying and lying and lying. I never said that Myron is an inconsistent person overall. I said he was being inconsistent on this topic. You get the floor now, sir.
And so how does that in some way affect his trust level then? Because he's inconsistent on one thing, even by your own view.
So if I'm an inconsistent cooker, every time I say, Andrew, let me cook for you and Rachel, you should be very scared of me, right?
But what if you just
let me go to Myron. When it comes to racial issues, Myron is very inconsistent. What for example, he called chimping behavior. He clearly chimped out yesterday, which is the behavior that he points out to all the people on his shit. And instead of you pointing that out and saying, yeah, you know what? He actually kind of behaving like the people that he accused of. You decided to be loyal, and you decided to go ahead and to defend your friend like you do. I understand that, and I applaud it. Thank you for being loyal to your friend.
You mean I was consistent? You mean I was consistent? Because I'm consistently... So I'm consistently loyal. I'm consistently loyal, and therefore trustworthy.
So Andrew, one thing that I said about you is that when you really rock with people, you rock with people heavy. But you are being consistent on the loyalty part. You are being inconsistent in how you treat people when people behave a certain type of way, especially for your Christian standards and morals and like a more traditional.
Oh, really? Tell me which Christian ethic did I violate, Fatty, by laughing?
Can you complete this? What is the about your neighbor?
What? Love your neighbor? Is that what you're referencing?
Yeah, love your neighbor. Did Myron practice that by loving his neighbor or calling me foreigner, fat?
What does that have to do with Andrew? What does that have to do with Andrew?
I have a question. Did he violate that?
Yeah, he's not a Christian.
No, I'm talking about you. You saw him display this behavior.
Yeah, how did I violate it? Yeah, that was really funny. It was funny. It was funny. Yeah.
Did you say this is not the Christian way, Myron? Please stop, or you're just dying laughing.
He's not a Christian. He's not a Christian.
But you are.
Yeah. Well, how am I going to apply the standard to him? He's not.
Because it's your worldview. Your worldview.
Yes, and how am I inconsistent with my worldview?
Hey, Andrew, thank you very
much. My worldview.
Let me answer that. Andrew, thank you so much. Thank you so much for making me so much better, man. You made me go study, read. Like, thank you so much. You know what I learned about you? Is external critique and internal critique. External critique is me telling Myron that he's wrong because Internal critique is I'm telling you, Andrew, your worldview comes from a Christian God and you're supposed to be moral. Why are you going against your internal morals and laughing at the person, violating, cussing out, calling people monkeys? Why are you, as a Christian, an Orthodox Christian with a family, with millions followers and all these, laughing to a person being racist, berating them, call them fat, foreigner, mocking their accent, the way they look? Why are you supporting and laughing about this, Andrew? Go ahead.
Yeah. So, am I allowed to laugh at Dave Chappelle skits?
Yes, because
as a Christian,
you are allowed to laugh at everything.
Well, am I allowed as a Christian to laugh at Dave Chappelle skits?
Yes,
even though he calls black people all kinds of names all the time.
Yes, so it's okay for you to laugh at it, but it is a false equivalence because you're comparing Joe.
Because what? You cut out, bro. Hello? Hello?
Sorry, I still don't have the mansion with the $10 million internet connection. So it's okay for you to laugh about anything, including Dave Chappelle's jokes. It's just a false see because Myron wasn't smiling. He was calling us monkeys after the show.
But we're not talking about Myron. We're talking about me and my inconsistencies.
It's okay for you to laugh at Myron insulting us.
Yeah.
I don't think he goes. I think he conflicts with where you get your moral from.
Then how can I laugh at Dave Chappelle making fun of black people, but I can't laugh at Myron doing it?
Because Dave Chappelle is doing that on a joking way, and Myron is actually he means what he says, and he says what he means.
Right? What do you mean? I think that Dave Chappelle means it because the core of comedy is that it has to have truth, or it's not funny.
Sure. But the intent is important, right? Like on the Karmelo Anthony situation, if you step somebody, but
so hang on, don't complain. Stick with Myron. Stick with Myron.
Yes,
so when you say Myron, Myron goes in and he starts making fun of you all, and that's what he was doing. He's clowning on you. Hang on. He's clowning on you. Just like black comedians have been dunking on black people for years, and I think that shit's funny. Why is it okay for me to laugh at the one but not the other?
Because those were not jokes. I literally told you.
Says who? They clearly were jokes. That's what made them funny. They clearly were jokes.
Wait, so you think that Myron, like, I will give you jokes. The Nazis rude. The KKK Udi. There's a comedic level on that, right? There's a comedic level. You are telling me that Myron sitting on his table around a bunch of black women and saying, y'all are chimping out, y'all are chimps, y'all are monkeys, y'all don't... One second, y'all don't...
I'm talking about what happened on your show. You're just moving the goalposts.
No, that's what he did to us.
No, he didn't do that to you.
No,
what he did to you is he saw over and over again that there was a bunch of people on your panel who were being racist as shit to me, and he gave you guys a taste of your own medicine. That's it.
No, but that's the... Hey, Andrew, this is what I'm saying about, like, you're doing your job, right? You are kind of like a debate junkie. And this is why I brought the situation with Wes Watson. When Wes Watson was saying, should I slap this dude? And people were laughing. That was not a joke. It was a threat to your integrity.
Nobody was laughing, bro. Nobody was laughing.
No. It's because the people that were on the crowd was more sympathetic towards you. It's like when you go to these debates, and because you are the big dog, most people on the crowd are your people, right? But if
he was much more popular. He was much more popular of a personality than I was at the time.
is popular over like the prison people. You actually have a cult following. You see what I'm saying? It might be
Yeah,
forgotten in a week.
but Fatty, this has no bearing on whether or not it's the case that Myron came in and was dunking on you guys specifically because
didn't.
a bunch of your panel members were being racist as shit towards me, and so he was giving them a
And I
taste of their own
stopped it.
medicine.
No, and I no
Well,
no no.
well, but here's the thing that's funny is like, did you though? Because we break a rule or we say, hey, don't mute, we get kicked. You didn't kick them. They repeatedly made racial comments towards me. You didn't care. You only cared when Myron came in and started making racial comments. So I think it was a taste of your own medicine, bro.
No. So Andrew, we're not going to move the goalpost, right? Let's stay where.
That's not moving the goalpost.
No,
I'm telling you what happened.
Let's stay. No, Andrew, let's stay exactly where we at, right?
Okay.
When
All right. Let's stay here.
When Tez was calling you a white boy, multiple times I said we're not going to do this because I know what's going to happen unless you want the show to be over right now. I threatened to end the show because people were calling you names. I will say
they kept doing it though, Fatty.
Please, think about it. If I'm protecting you, Andrew, when somebody uses the white boy and all these things, I believe that is your duty as a fellow Christian that love your neighbor and somebody that's actually treating you well, because we had some problems before, but it was not the big problem. It was just friction. You were very kind to us. You came on time. Did great. You didn't make it racial. You made it easy to control. So I established the courtesy to you to protect you from the people that were calling you those names.
Well, hang on. I didn't. And I didn't. Hang on. My friend, you invited him. I didn't invite him.
No,
Stop that shit.
No, Andrew. I didn't. They were reviewing the show.
I didn't invite the guy. It wasn't my suggestion he come on. It was your suggestion that he come on. When he came on, he gave you guys a taste your own medicine as you were letting racial epithets pass, but you didn't like it when it was coming at you. You telling the person to stop and then they just do it again 5 minutes later. It has no teeth, Fatty. It has no teeth. You had to stop it multiple times because of it, Fatty.
No, you know why I wasn't? Because once again, you can't point out one timestamp where he said something racial to you and I didn't say stop it. You didn't invite Myron. Myron was watching our show and everybody was blessing my phone saying he wants the link, he wants the link, he wants the link. So because you have his contact, you give him the link. It's not your responsibility. Everything that Myron does is Myron's responsibility. But if
and your responsibility, since you were the ones who invited him, not me.
No, but let me just finish, Andrew. If I made the effort to protect you, every time a black person called you white boy and all these things, I was expecting Andrew to do the same thing. You don't have to call him out in public. You don't have to go crazy at him. But hey, Myron, chill, man. Like the same way I said him to chill, I think you.
You mean when I said, come on, Myron, it's on YouTube. Don't say shit like that. You mean those exact words that I said, Fatty? Those exact words that I said, Fatty?
And you are actually full of shit about what you said right now because you said that not because it was the moral thing to do. It was because YouTube TOS. That's why you said not on YouTube. Why you? If it was a moral stop,
I don't care.
Why would you not do that?
Fatty, I wouldn't care if it was the case that all of the people on the panel called me every racial slur under the sun.
But I do.
That's yeah, you do because of YouTube TOS, Fatty. That's me protecting your channel, Fatty. That's me protecting your channel, doing the right thing, and getting punished for it. And here's the thing is funny, Fatty. Hang on, my turn. I just let you go. It's my turn, Fatty. So the second thing is that's really funny here is like you got exactly the taste of your own medicine. These guys, just because you stop the show and say, okay, you got to stop the racist stuff, and then they just continue with it anyway. The fact that this guy comes on and gives you the same taste of your own fucking medicine, I think was him being loyal and getting my back. And the thing that was funny about it is I would have stayed and continued to debate, but you guys are such clout chasers, you wanted to bring Myron on. And that's on you. That's not on me. You can't make a criticism towards me that you guys wanted some of that tasty clout. And I know you did because you started the show by asking me about whether or not I could get you on Fresh and Fit.
Me?
You!
Andrew, there was a joke. Andrew, they have a fee.
Now it's a joke. Now it's a joke. Oh, it's a joke.
Andrew, 1 second. They have literally a fee. I can pay to be there. Like I don't need your help. I can literally take $5,000 or $10,000 and be on the show because multiple people have done it. I don't need the consignment. What are you talking about?
You still asked me. Oh, it was a joke. It was a joke.
And you see,
And you didn't bring Myron on because you wanted clout, right? That had nothing to do with it.
No, Andrew. I'm conducting a business. The same reason you are here and you get the microphone more is the same reason Myron was here. Y'all are people that actually have visibility on this space and have very strong opinions. And I want to talk with my enemies just like you want to talk with your enemies. But one thing is this, Andrew. Y'all complain about the Destiny situation, right? He has a bunch of arbiters.
What situation?
No matter what they do, the arbiters are always on Destiny's side, no matter what happens and all that. I think we prove to you that we are not cloud chasers, but actually have boundaries and put our foot down and says, "Hey, Myron, you can just be doing this over here just because you have clout." We did that with him. We did that with Pearly. We did that with Angry Man. We did that with Tommy Sotomayor. I've been in problems with Anton. How are we cloud chasers when we start to be violated and we say, you know what? Andrew is threatening us that he's going to leave if we mute him again. So we are. Well,
that's you breaking your agreement. The agreement with me going on your show.
Agreement with Myron.
Well, okay, but I said you can't mute us, man.
No, us, not us, Andrew.
Yeah. No, that's part of my agreement. Nobody's getting muted. That was agreed to by your co-host, bro.
No, Andrew. So this is the thing, right, Andrew? I understand when people ask me for certain things, if I can actually rock with it or not. I see you practice self-restraint a lot of times to know that I can make a deal with you. Because I know for the fact that even though your debate tactics a lot of times is trample people, you will stop. I didn't accept nothing with Myron. Myron was asking for the link way before you were informed. He come on the show. He's in my house. He has to actually shut the fuck up when I'm talking. And you know what's funny? If you actually go look at the tape, I gave him so many opportunities. Myron. So it's like I gave him the opportunity to calm down and to have the conversation. And for a debater like you, it's kind of fucked up that you saw that we actually was engaging into the argument, even if we are wrong, even if we don't know how to debate, and you literally derailed the conversation.
Hang on. I didn't do any of this to you. You did this to yourself. You can't put any of this responsibility on me. I did exactly what I agreed to do.
And
I showed up. I was there on time. You guys made me wait 40 minutes, and I still did.
Sure.
Right? Went through, right? Did exactly my job. Gave a great performance. It would have guaranteed tons and tons of views.
Sure.
You're the ones who decided that you wanted to bring somebody else on.
Sure.
And when you decided that you wanted to bring that person on, yeah, I think that you bear the responsibility of what happens there. And so what happened? What happened there is you guys were being fucking awful. Well, your guests were, not you. I'm not saying you specifically, Fatty, but your guests were being racial and awful towards me. And Myron gave all of you guys a taste of your own medicine, and that's what I thought was funny.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to say, right?
So what violates my Christian principle then?
Once again, is because you are seeing another person violated another person that was kind to you and nice to you, just like you was kind to me. And instead of, like, you could be neutral. You don't have to grab him. You could just be looking at it and you were left. You were
because the irony is hilarious, bro. You could cut the irony with a knife.
How is that ironic?
Because it's look at all these black people being racist towards Andrew, the one white guy in the panel, right? Who's not using any racial slurs back at all. But look at how uncomfortable they get immediately. Hang on, stop, bro. But look how uncomfortable they get when a black guy comes on and he starts using the same exact racial slurs towards them in reverse. That is called irony. And not only is it ironic, but it's fucking hilarious.
So Andrew, if you are going to talk,
what violates my principles? Let
me answer. Let's assume let me concede that it doesn't violate your principle, right? First of all,
does it or doesn't it?
No, I'm conceding that. Let's go with it. Yes, it doesn't violate your principle.
Okay, so now, right? So you were wrong.
No, I was not wrong. Just because I'm conceding doesn't mean that I'm wrong. Just because the situation is this, right, Andrew? We had our back and forths probably 10 times on the last 2 years. Your people degrade me to the utmost degree all the time. Like your chat before the show, before you even got into the show, black fatigue, he didn't do nothing, the habitual suspects, thousands of people. Matter of fact, once again, I could be extra petty and say, for example, that Rachel does very, very, very racy remarks. For example, a tweet that she did saying after the Irina situation. Now, I kind of understand how our ancestors treat them like that. Why our ancestors treat them like that? Making a very dark remark about what happened to black and white relationships in the back. You know what I do, Andrew? As a consummate professional, I know that comes with territory. Every time I'm going to deal with the Crucible people, that's going to be a bunch of people that are going to do a bunch of racial shit. Did I pin that on you? You don't control your crowd. I have a responsibility to protect you on my panel.
Bro,
and I try to do it. It's my responsibility. Let me just finish.
This makes no sense, dude.
Let me just finish.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it is my responsibility to run my panel. What happened about Myron has nothing to do with you. There's a reason why I'm actually talking more about Myron and I'm not talking about Andrew. You did your job and you were loyal to him and you give us a good show and you were respectable, and I did my job. We went to a situation where there was point of no return, and I kicked him out of the show.
Then how are you right? Then how are you right here? Because now you just moving the goalposts. So first you say, you said, Andrew, you're inconsistent with your principle. And you say, no, you're not, right? But I have some bizarre duty to protect you while you're on the panel, blah, 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 blah. I think that's in yourself. I think it's in your self-interest to moderate that way so that, one, you don't get your channel banned on YouTube, and two, so that you can keep the flow of debate going. So I don't think it's about you trying to protect me. I think it's part of your business interest. And your chat wilds out too and makes all sorts of racist remarks the other direction. I don't fucking care. You can't control those people.
So
that's outside of your control. And when I have thousands of people, because you're pointing out my chat, bro.
No,
when I have 10,
you pointed my chat first.
You pointed out mine. You just pointed mine out 5 seconds ago and said there's all kinds of people in your chat who are saying all kinds of horrible things. What are you talking about?
Andrew, it was your wife and you that literally, look at what she did. Y'all brought that up. Look at this. Now look at this.
What are you talking about?
Now listen. Look at what is on the screen. Your chat is full of racists making derogatory anti-white remarks about Andrew right now. You guys got exposed. Like, she's talking about my chat being racist, and I literally said, every time
what does that have to do with me? It has nothing to do with me. You're talking to me. You brought up my chat first. I was making a rebuttal to you that if you point out my chat, I can just do the same thing and point out yours. It's irrelevant. I don't hold you to the standard that your chat is mean to me, okay, or is racist or whatever. Just like I would expect that you wouldn't hold me to some standard. If I have 11,000 live viewers, that some of them are going to make mean comments, bro.
No, but there's my point, right? And actually tying this.
What's your point?
Well, tying all this up, you did your job, I did my job, but I can point out inconsistencies that I think you did and that Myron did. I'm not mad.
What inconsistencies did I do?
Andrew, all these, like I said.
Can you tell me one of the inconsistencies of mine? What?
One second, Andrew.
You haven't given me any inconsistencies yet from me.
Andrew, you had multiple inconsistencies throughout the debate, right?
What?
Right, because the size difference, and then we went and found out it was 5 foot.
Okay, you could say that. Hang on, you could say you disagree with my arguments, but you're supposed to be pointing out. You're supposed to be pointing out an inconsistency in my worldview, that these things don't apply to my worldview.
Let me point it out. Right? Let me point it out. A good Christian Orthodox man wouldn't stand on a panel laughing uncontrollably about another man by rating another man in any kind of circumstance.
Except they do it all the time. Christians laugh all the time when something is comedic and ironic. That doesn't even mean that they endorse it. That's such a red herring. You're not a Christian because you laughed, Andrew. It's like, what are you talking about, dude?
So Myron called.
That's not even an argument. By the way, that's not even an argument, bro.
Okay, no, that's
not even an argument.
No, that's fair. So Myron calling a woman that is literally on the chat on the panel not doing nothing a bitch, right? Something that I believe, something I believe nobody should call to nobody that you love or nobody that you actually fuck with. That's comedic. Shut up, you bitch. Go to the kitchen, make me some sandwich. When she only pointed out, Andrew, like you are thinking, like you think that this is funny. That's all she sees. Then you think this is funny. Shut up, bitch. Go to the kitchen and make that. You think that's comedy?
Yeah, usually that's pretty funny.
And that's why I can reason with you because I'll never do that shit.
How? Wait. How is that unreasonable? If somebody said that my wife was a bitch and you laughed, how's that you endorsing it, or how's that you doing it? How's that like? How does that violate any of your principles, dude? What are you talking about,
sir?
You're just grasping at straws at this point, bro.
I'm not grasping at the straws, and this is what, like I said. This is the difference between actually you and me. I'm not trying to win a debate. I'm trying to point it out exactly.
I'm not, dude. I haven't even started debating. Right now, I'm just. I don't even understand. I don't even understand the position. Like it's so incoherent, dude.
If the shoe was on another foot, right? And one of my people started coming on a panel and calling people that you love bitches. I don't know what is the white supremacist, whatever, right? They will call it white supremacists, monkey, mayo, all these, and these people that you love. You wouldn't think that was funny because I know why you wouldn't think. Because one second, because I know you know why I know that you wouldn't laugh about it.
You're just filibustering. You're just filibustering.
I'll give you the microphone. I'll give you the mic. I'll give you the microphone. You know why I know that you wouldn't stand by it. Because when Sarah and Flow State was going crazy at your boy Rob Noir and playing videos of him snoring and playing videos of him being a fat slouch like Fatty and all these things, you dropped the hammer on Sarah and you dropped the hammer. You took, not you per se, your people took 5,000 subscribers and all that shit. Nobody was laughing at Rob Noir jokes. Nobody was saying, haha, it's funny, it's a fat joke. All of a sudden, once again, we flip it, and all of a sudden, he's funny. It's just so much funny.
Are you done with the filibuster yet? Are you ever going to be done?
You got it now.
Okay, great. So, first of all, the situations there aren't even comparable. I call Rob fat all the time, and I think it's hilarious when other people do too.
Sure.
That's one. The second thing is that what happened with the Sarah thing had nothing at all to do with that. Nothing. Had nothing to do with him saying that Rob was fat and snoring on stream. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about there. You're just making all that shit up. The second problem that you have, though, with this issue is you seem to be diverting away from context. The context here is if I was on another panel and I was dunking all over these fucking people, you know what I mean? Or but let's say I had a panel of all black people, or I'm sorry, one black person, and it was all white people, and half of the black panel was or half the white people were dunking on this one black guy on the panel for being black, right?
Yes.
And then somebody else came in, right, and started saying, well, how would you like it if I called you a cracker and this and that, and blah, 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 started dunking on everybody. That would be the irony of that. How can you not find that hilarious, dude? It's ironically hilarious. So the situations that you're talking about aren't even comparable. That's one. And then the second problem that you have is that even in this, I think if the roles were reversed, actually, you would be laughing. If it was the case, Fatty, I think that if you were on a panel as the only black guy and there was a bunch of white people who were just constantly being racist to you, and the mob would stop and be like, okay, you can't do that again. Then they did it again 5 minutes later. Okay, you can't do that. And then they do it again 5 minutes later. And then your business partner came on, who's a nice guy, by the way, and just started like eviscerating these people. Came on and was like, shut up, you dumb cracker. Fuck you, blah, blah, blah. I think you'd be laughing your ass off.
The show will be done because I hold Ali to utmost standard. Ali is the person in this organization.
That's not whether or not you would shut it down has no bearing on whether or not you would think it was ironically hilarious. That's my point.
No, I don't think you would.
Yes.
Again, you know why?
Because you were on the other end of it. Yeah, you don't think it's funny, but when you
know, hey Andrew, you have the right to offend people, right? And people have the right to give like stand up, giving like a animated reaction.
Yeah,
is that fair?
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Sure.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yes,
of course.
What I'm saying is, once again, the same way, for example, when you were on whatever podcast and the Charlie girl started to talk about your wife and you went
yeah.
like you went out of your body because you thought this shit was not funny. She was trying to rile you up. She was trying to make a joke out of you. It has nothing to do with debate. It has nothing to do with logical entanglements. She did a joke to try to rile you up and to try to get a reaction out of you. And you justifiably had the reaction because she was insulting your wife.
But there's no dispute.
So now, 1 second.
But is there any dispute that tens of thousands of people found that funny? Is there any dispute about that or something? Because lots of people found that to be ironically hilarious on both sides, bro. What are you talking about?
No, but that's the thing. No, listen carefully. If you have the right to be offended and pointing these people out that keep talking about your wife and about the pickle jar that actually is an olive jar and all that shit, and you have the right to go up, not be offended, but to clearly talk about it and all that. Why can't I? Why can't I say
nobody said
yesterday? In my opinion, I don't like what Myron did here, and Andrew laughing about shit that kind of is not funny. Is my opinion, not his opinion.
Yeah, but this is.
And 1 second, Andrew. And not only laughing when I ask you, is this man chimping out? Is this man behaving the way that you said no? And you know that's fucked up. That's BS.
Not only is it not fucked up, but I just demonstrated to you what was actually happening. Right? You've had to move the goalposts now 5 times in this conversation, and I'll give you the exact way that you did it. First it was you're not consistent with your ethical principle. Then when I demonstrate, no, I am, you can see the point and say, okay, yeah, I can't actually say you're not consistent with the ethical principle there. The second thing was when it came to this guy coming in, you reframed the whole thing as he came in so that he could just chimp out and Andrew didn't call him out. No, that's not the case. That's just bad framing. What's actually the case is that a bunch of people on your panel were being racist to the one white guy there, and Myron gave them a taste of their own medicine. That's what was ironic and funny. And once you realized it's ironic and therefore funny, now you're grasping at everything possible to try to convince people that shit's not hilarious when it's obviously hilarious. It's hilarious irony.
And you know why I'm not moving the goalposts? Tell me the names of people that were racially disrespectful towards you.
The names of them?
Yes. Or the numbers, how many, and if you can't, I'll literally put a picture of them so you can see exactly who they are. Tell me exactly, because Myron was watching the show. He has he has a clear idea of who is chimping out and who is not, who is doing racial comments and all that, right? So he knows who is actually doing that. I'm going to put them right here, and you are going to tell me of everyone that was in this panel who was actually throw racist remarks towards you.
I think there was 3 of them total who were. I can't see the picture. I can't see the picture because I'm on the phone. I can describe them for you.
What was me? Ali, and Smell the Roses one of them?
I don't think so. No, I don't. But that's not what the irony was, though.
No, that's fair. But so if he was watching the show and he saw it was being racially, why did he target me first and then he called Roses a bitch? And
well,
then
he was actually targeting
Ali names. Like why did he instead of actually coming in and talking with the one person, because there was one person that was doing the white boy, why did he come in and spray the whole room when there was only one person that consistently was actually calling you white boy and all that? Why did he do that?
Well, first of all, again, that's a mischaracterization. So, while it's true that there was one prime offender who was going at it over and over again, it's not like anybody was jumping to my defense. Okay, the only person who did was the person who has a moderated investment, in the show. So what Myron saw was that these people were just basically allowed to say whatever the hell they want, and you, the host, you'll shut it down for the purpose of the flow of the conversation. But then when they do it again 5 minutes later, it's not like you're booting them off. And so so hang on, bro, I just let you go. And so what you do is that's your framing. But what happened in actuality was he came on and he gave it to everybody.
Why?
Boy, you don't fucking like it when this happens to you, because I was the solo white person on the panel, and it was very clear that it was biased racially against me. At least that's what the perception was from the viewer. And so, I think that he gave you guys a taste of your own medicine, and it made you upsetty spaghetti. But I don't think that you have a leg to stand on here.
No, Andrew, I'm not. This is what I'm saying. If you are the ultimate businessman, I'm too. This is business. What I'm saying is this, and you need to be very careful. Like with the people call me the moral police when I got to this place. Like I came from a place called Fight Club. It was so bad that when I started to break up fights and said this is not right, people call me the moral police. I would do it regardless because he's not right. It's not because I am the host. I think I have a voice. I'm going to actually handle the situation.
Yeah, you're right.
I think I should.
You can violate it and then violate it again and then violate it again and then violate it again and you'll tell him, hey, please stop, man. Hey, just please stop. It's okay. And then they violate it again. Please stop, man. Then they violate it again. Please stop, man. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break, Fatty. Who are you trying to convince? Who are you trying to convince?
Let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
when you were on my show the first time, and public offender and pretty intellectual were berating you and all that shit, and were refusing to asking questions and all that, what did Ali do?
I don't remember actually.
He kicked them off the show. These people were
no. Wait, I remember that. Wait, with the pretty chick? No. That's because Pretty refused to engage in the panel anymore.
But you missed.
Not because that wasn't trying to protect me from Pretty. That was because she refused to engage anymore.
But you are wrong. You are wrong because it was not the Pretty situation. It was the public offender. The public
he refused to engage. He refused to engage with any of the questions.
No, he didn't.
Bro, you can pull it up right now. I had to ask him the same question 10 times. He wouldn't answer it, and that's why.
No.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Andrew, respectfully. Pretty intellectual was the one that was not answering questions. Public offender was co-signing and calling you white boy, and I don't even talk with you. And what? Remember, we're talking about washing asses because white people can wash your like. There was a bunch of racial. There was a bunch of racial situation happen.
Yeah. But I don't think that's why you kicked him, bro. That's not why you kicked him.
I said. I don't want this conversation to become racial. Ali kicked off Pretty and then said to public offender verbatim, and if you want to leave too. This motherfucker is the biggest antagonist that we have. He made us so much money and gave us so much views. And for us to stand on principle, we literally kicked them off the show because he was violating. There's no reason for you to say that we are not consistent with that shit because you know what actually will be good for our brand. Let you and public offender and Pretty go at it, go crazy, clip you out, and ask you next week to be here.
I think you would. I think you would have done that, except that Pretty refused to engage. She literally just stopped engaging and said that she wasn't going to anymore. That's what led to that whole thing. That's what led to it. That's not protecting. That's not protecting me. Stop lying. That's not protecting me.
No. The Pretty. No, we're talking about the standard of if people say some things, we actually.
Yeah, I would have kicked. Look. Hang on. Let me make the case now. Okay. So again, you didn't kick her off to protect me. You kicked her off because she refused to engage in the panel anymore.
Yeah, but
and that was made very. Hang on, and that was made very clear. Yeah, he started spiraling about it, so you booted him too. But don't pretend like this wasn't to fucking protect me though. It was because they refused to engage in the panel. That's one. And the second point is that even if I granted it is true that you were doing this in some way to protect Andrew Wilson, it's totally irrelevant because on that show, the one I was just on with you, guess what did happen? Racist remark. Stop doing that, please. Racist remarks. Stop doing that, please. Racist remarks. Stop doing that, please.
Andrew.
Come on, man.
Andrew.
Yeah, go ahead.
After you left my panel, you then went to Sarah to ask her to invite Pretty Intellectual to have the conversation. And this is what I'm talking about. Look at the consistency. You are on my show and you're saying, why is she here if she doesn't answer questions? Why if she is, she doesn't answer questions? We dropped her out of the show. You go to Sarah and say, Sarah, go tell Pretty Intellectual to come on my show so I can talk with her. Are you serious?
No. What do you mean?
So I'm costing myself business and Ali's costing himself business by doing what's right, so you then can backdoor us, go to Sarah, and tell to the same person you didn't want on the panel to be on your show. That's what you're saying.
That's like the opposite. So it probably was probably a better business. It's probably a better business venture for you to protect her from the fucking absolute ass ripping she was getting from me because she refused to engage. Right? You were probably protecting her, not protecting me. That's one. And the same thing, I was making that public defender guy look fucking stupid too. So it's, I'm not so sure that this is about protecting Andrew Wilson. And then where's the inconsistency from me saying I want to continue to have this conversation because this chick refused to engage? She went to her TikTok, started talking shit. So I went over and said, look, if you're going to talk shit, at least talk shit to me. So, like, you're getting all these events. These events are all backwards. Stop. Hang on, my turn, man. The events are all backwards. They're all screwed up. You're not even telling them the correct way. And it's because you want a proper framing. You want some kind of framing that you can get behind. But here's the actual truth, Betty. The actual truth is that I went and did exactly what I was supposed to do. I violated no principles of my own. You haven't demonstrated a single one. On top of all of that, Daddy, what happened here was that Mylan came in, gave you a taste of your own fucking medicine. You didn't like it. And that's all that happened.
No, not me. That's the point. The same way you're not I'm responsible for my panel, and I told him to stop. Ali didn't do racial remarks. Nothing happened. So
I know. You just kept telling the same guy over and over. Just tell the same guy over and over. Stop, please stop. He's not stopping.
Andrew, you know what's funny?
Full of shit.
Andrew, you know I'm consistent.
Go ahead.
You know I'm consistent because the same way I didn't drop him, right? Tez was saying that. And I would say, stop, and he will stop for a second. You let the conversation go, and then it start again. And then he'll stop. And then I'll give the conversation go, and he will stop again, right? I gave the same opportunity to Myron. You have to be honest about it. Myron, can I finish? Are you scared of me talking? Myron. Myron only got the treatment.
I'm going to debunk this in a second, too.
He got kicked out because something that you said. Because I wasn't going to kick him out because he keeps interrupting me. The difference between Tez and Myron is that Tez, when we asked him to stop, he was an adult and stop. And Myron, when we told him to stop, he actually was going even louder and further. So respectfully, Myron wasn't kicked out because of the things he said. Myron was kicked out because the great Andrew Wilson, that was our guest of honor, said this. If you mute him or you mute us, I'm out. And Andrew, I don't negotiate with terrorists. I think I did you a favor and you did me.
That's terrorism. First of all,
he's an ultimatum. He's an ultimatum. Either you do what
that's
I
not
want,
terrorism. Hang on, Fatty.
You did what you needed to do, and
tons and tons. Yeah, when people say an ultimatum is somehow bad. Right? There's tons of times where ultimatums are reasonable. Like if I said, if I went on your panel and I said either, and let's just say you kept me muted the entire time, and I said either you got to let me speak or I'm leaving. Is that an unreasonable ultimatum?
And you got 99.9% of that. Yes. Is a reasonable ultimatum?
No. What I'm asking. Answer the fucking question.
I heard it wrong. Yes. For Andrew Wilson, not for Myron. I shook it with Andrew Wilson.
Bro, just answer the question I'm asking you.
No.
You need to calm down and answer the question I'm asking you.
I can oppose a deal that I didn't sign with Myron.
That's great. I'm not talking about that. I'm asking about ultimatums. I'm asking about ultimatums.
Show me the message.
Calm down.
Show me the message.
You're just moving the goalposts. Stop moving the goalposts.
Show me the message me or Ali promise you that you and your associates will never be muted. The deal was about you.
I did not make that claim. One. And the second thing is that, again, this is not what I'm talking to you about right now is about ultimatums. Can people make reasonable ultimatums? When you say I don't negotiate with terrorists, like I'm terrorizing your channel.
Yes.
Right? if,
you're not
if,
terrorizing.
yeah,
Let me
that's
take
ridiculous.
Let me take that back. Let me take that back.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Okay, great.
Let me walk that back. 1 second.
Okay, great.
What
Great. And then the second thing,
let me answer the first, and then you go to the second one. Let me take that
go
back.
ahead.
What you are doing is something that we call subscriber supremacy. Okay, subscriber supremacy.
What does that mean?
Is when a big YouTuber comes to a smaller channel and he starts to whip his dick to see who is going to open their mouth and who's not. If you don't do this, if you don't do that, if you don't do that, and you usually you get the yes sir, of course, Mr. Andrew, right? You change the proposition of the deal. The proposition of the deal was we are not going to mute Andrew Wilson. Myron came in and you changed the proposition by adding, if you mute us, I'm leaving.
That's not changing any that's not changing the proposition, bro.
Let me finish and then you got it. You become a subscriber supremacist when you have a deal with me that is personal, and now you want to spread that deal to a person that is sympathetic to you because you think if that person gets muted, it's like I'm muting you. I didn't sign on that. I didn't shake on that. I didn't told you nothing. So you changing the deal is actually on you. It's not on me. I don't have to apologize.
Great. I love that straw man. Can you show me where I said you changed the deal or anything like that? Ever? Or did you just make that whole thing up for no reason at all? Did you just make it all up? Did you just make all of that up for no reason at all? You just made all of that straw man up to fight against something that I never even said, Fatty. Great. I'm talking about me. All I said is if you mute us, we're out. Did I reference any deal to you? Did I say anything about that? No. So you just made that whole thing up.
No, you did. Yeah, you did. After, hey, Andrew, you have a lot of people. I have a lot of people too. After the show, you went to your show. It's literally recorded. You talking to your crowd and say, I had a deal with them. I had a deal with them. And if y'all going
not to mute me. Not to mute me. Not to mute me is what I said.
No, but that's the point. You went to your people and said, well, let me finish.
First of all, you're not going to let me respond to.
That was very feminine, but
that's how you sound. That's how you sound. You get all loud and you get loud and screechy. Just chill out, and I'll respond to it.
I'm very.
I did not bring that up during that exchange at all. Afterwards, I talked about the deal you had with me. And then I also referenced that I don't go on panels where people are muters. That's true. But again, you're just straw manning an entire position for no fucking good reason at all. And it's a position that is, again, untenable because it's not a reference that I ever made to you, nor am I here arguing it. I'm not even here on your channel arguing about that. I'm arguing about the facts of the matter and what actually happened.
So, but there's once you went to your people and mischaracterized what we had going on because
show me the mischaracterization.
You know why? Because if you look at my chat, everybody was saying, "Oh my God, y'all had the deal." I went back. My editor sent me the footage, and it was footage of you saying that we agreed upon a deal. And once again,
we did agree on a deal. What do you mean?
I never. Myron was not even supposed to be on the show. We never had the deal about Myron being muted. And let me just finish this. You know, actually, this is why I'm bringing this up, right?
Do you know what mute us means? Do you know what mute us means?
No.
Does that mean?
Yes,
mute us. Mute us means mute us means if you're going to mute us, me and him. Therefore, if you mute me, the deal's off. That's what us means, bro.
So you changed the deal, right? You admitting it.
How did I change the deal? If I say if you mute me, us includes me. Us includes me.
No.
So if you mute me, you're done. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hey, Andrew, you know what you did? You went to Disneyland with a 14-year-old and you tried to snuggle in as a 12-year-old. I know below 12, y'all can go together and shit. Myron is not.
Then refute it. Refute it.
Myron is not what I'm saying. Myron is not. No, Myron is a person that is not.
Great. Give me a refutation. Give me a refutation. Give me a refutation. I don't care about your feelings. Give me your mind state. What's the refutation? What is it?
Andrew, respectfully, man. Andrew, he asked to be on the show and to send him the link. you had to be informed. Had nothing to do with you. You changed the deal. You said you went from me to us. You said if you mute us, we out.
Yeah,
You changed it.
Who does us include? Us is plural. That means
So how do
both.
you go?
So if you mute us, that means both of us.
So if I go
So
from
if you mute me, that would be part of us because it would require you to mute both of us.
Okay,
Shit,
Andrew.
what are you not following? What are you not following?
Okay.
Is there something here you're confused about?
Okay, so
what are you confused about?
So this is my problem with having low IQ, right? If the Crucible offers me a job because I'm awesome and I'm going to be a gigantic content creator, and then I get to the Crucible headquarters and I say, no, when I said me, I mean us, me and Ali. You are going to look at me. No, Fatty, this is not what you agree. We saw that Ali is a tremendous content creator. Ali is the best of the best. But when I said me, it was you, it's not you and Ali. So when you change the deal and I bring Ali with me, you are going to say, hey, sir, that's not what we said because me means one, us means more. Right? You change it, right?
Wait, I'm confused. Help me out here. Let me make sure I got this analogy right. If I say, don't punch me in the face, and you agree, and then you punch me and another guy in the face, and I say, don't punch us in the face, are you saying that I'm violating the principle we agreed to here?
Yes, because I didn't punch you.
No, you did. That's what us means, bro.
No,
oh my
listen
God.
to your words. Hey, Andrew, you are not as you are smart, but you're not as smart as you think. If you
Andrew, I'm much smarter. I'm smarter than you think.
I'm very intelligent.
Play the words.
I am not low IQ.
Play the words. Play the words.
Andrew,
stop talking and play the words.
No,
stop talking, play the words.
No, Andrew, listen to what you said. If you add somebody, right? If I come to you and there's one person, and then you say, don't punch me and him, you changed the agreement. It was just for me not to punch you in your mouth. Sometimes you deserve it, especially when you have that fucking beard cut off, right? And now I brought somebody else and you change it and you say, don't punch me and this person, which means you added something, means you changed the deal. First it was just you, and now it's you plus Myron, right? You changed it, right?
No, that would be the opposite, dude. I don't even get what you're saying. I don't even get what you're saying here. So let me make sure I got it right.
Wow.
Does us mean more than one?
Yes.
Or does it mean, okay, great. So that means if you mute us both, that would include me. So necessarily you'd be muting me and violate the deal. Are you not confused anymore now? Hopefully.
Sure. So when the show started, you said us, or like when the show started, for example, if I muted Taz or if I muted Mr. Fantastic, would that violate the deal?
Yeah. No.
So if I didn't even know that Marwan was coming,
how
can I violate the deal when we didn't even know he was coming?
But if you were to say, like, let's say though that we got into an exchange where you muted me and then you muted, I don't know, two other people who were on the panel, and I said, hey man, I'm going to leave because you keep muting us, right? That's necessarily inclusive of me, which would violate our deal. That's the point, dude.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No,
I mean, it does. Yeah, but it does. Yeah. It does. It does.
You are very precise with language. If Andrew said you can mute me and none of my people, I would concede. You send Myron the link. Myron is our people. I'm being very flexible, right?
Did you hear what I just said to you? Can you repeat back what I just said? Repeat back what I actually just said to you.
You are talking about us. You are saying us.
Yeah. No, right? I'm saying if I'm on a panel, I want you to listen very closely to what I'm saying to you. Let's say I'm on a panel with you and I have an agreement with you. You're not going to ever mute me. Okay? Let's just say that I have that with you. Now I'm on a panel and you mute me and you mute two other guys at the same time. You mute all three of us. And I say, hey man, if you're just going to keep fucking muting us, I'm leaving. That necessarily is inclusive of me.
Yeah, but
that's violating our deal. That's violating our deal.
Yeah, but that person was not on the package. It was Andrew, and I didn't mute Andrew at all. I didn't mute Andrew.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
and again, that was not this is not a complaint of mine, it's a complaint of yours.
No,
So I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, hey, Andrew, you're trying to be loyal. Like, this, you know what's funny? This is kind of nothing burger. You're trying to be, I literally understand what you did. You're trying to be loyal to your friend. Y'all have a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, that's not in question. That's not in question.
Y'all have overlapped fan base. I don't care. Like you did.
That's not in question. That's not in question. That I'm being loyal.
So what's your problem exactly?
Yeah, again, my whole problem with you is just the framing. You're trying to frame this as Myron came on and chimped out rather than he came on and gave you guys all taste your own medicine. No, this is what it feels like when people are being racist towards all of you, and now suddenly you care, and you didn't give a shit before.
No, I care.
That's the point.
No,
that's the whole point.
I care because I stopped it from happening to you. You are the one.
Yeah, you stop it, and then you let it go, and then you stop it, and then you let it go, and then you stop it, and then you let it go.
Andrew, my question is this, right? Because again, you know that this is going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm going to go and debate you somewhere, whatever. Your people are going to be going crazy on me. And what
does that mean? Where are they going to be going crazy on
the black jokes and all these things? He didn't do nothing.
Where in the chat? In the chat?
No, hey, Andrew.
Like in what context are you talking about? My people.
Can I? I'll do this, right? Let's concede that you don't have control over, like, you are not responsible for your chat or people that are around you. You are responsible for Andrew Wilson, right?
Let's correct. That's right.
Can I show you? Can I show you exactly where you did the rules of muting? Can I show you? Because it's a message. Can I show you? If you say no, we can drop it. I don't want to show private message. Can I show you?
What's it?
You gave me the rules.
Wait, I'm sorry. I want to make sure that I'm getting what you're saying correct.
So
because there is. Hang on, chill out. Want to make sure I'm getting this right, so I'm going to repeat it to you. You want to show DMs about our agreement that you don't mute me.
Yes, I can actually read it, right? I'll read it, not show it. Doesn't read. You said, rule number 1, don't mute me ever.
Yeah.
Me.
Ever. Yeah. Ever.
And this was on August the 11th. After that, we never talk about it. You just have to say that once. I don't need to be reminded of the rules. I can, but only a few concessions from you guys.
Nobody's confused about this.
You don't mute me ever. Me. It's you.
Yeah.
Mario. Mario and Wario and Luigi. Me.
Yeah. Who's confused about this, though?
You are, because you said us.
How?
That's me.
Yeah. Us, you're going to include both me. Do you not get that? Do you not understand that? Like, are we still on us? Are we still? Look up the fucking definition of us. Look it up.
When Mario says it's me, Mario, he's not saying it's me. Mario, Luigi, he's saying it's me. Mario, me. Me, one person, Andrew, one person. and you know, this is not even important. I didn't drop him because the mute. You gave me an ultimatum. I think I did you a favor, give you an excuse to bow out gracefully, and you gave me the same thing on the other side. You showed that
as a pronoun. You should as a pronoun, us. Yeah. So here, as a pronoun, us. As a first person plural pronoun, it refers to the speaker and at least one other person. So if you're muting us, that necessarily includes me.
But the rule was you don't mute me ever.
You don't mute us.
You change it.
That would include me.
Hey, Andrew, can I show exactly what is written?
But nobody's confused here.
I asked you a question.
Necessarily includes me.
On the rules?
Nobody's disputing it, though. So I don't get what you're saying.
Why are you doing this? This is ridiculous.
What is ridiculous about it? Us necessarily includes me.
If there's no situation where somebody says I have a rule, you have to do this to me.
Oh my God,
and
dude.
Then then you change it to us, and I'm saying you change the deal. No, I
think maybe this is just a linguistic barrier, and I can clear it up easily.
I understand English better than you at this point. You don't know what it means.
Well, let's find out. Okay, you and I have an agreement. Right? That you're never going to punch me in the face.
Sure.
So you go over and you punch me in the face, and you punch somebody else in the face. and I say, hey, officer, this guy punched us in the face. And you said, well, the agreement's only for you, not us. It's just us. What is this us thing? And I say, well, us necessarily includes me here, right? Or there couldn't be an us. That it would include me. And you're like, no, that's us. That's something different. I'm telling you, when I say, if you're going to keep muting us, I'm referencing myself too.
So you
Do you not get that?
So you change the stipulation. You went from me to us, and isn't that one of laws of logic, like the laws of identity? What A can be.
I don't know what you're not getting here.
Andrew is Andrew. Andrew can be racial. Andrew can be Mara. Andrew can be racial, Maron, and rattlesnake. Andrew is a law of identity. When Andrew says don't mute me, is your identity, your person. I will not mute you, but that doesn't make it that you can mute racial and rattlesnake, because me is singular, is you, is not all of these people. I won.
I'm giving you the reference of us is me here. It includes me. What do you mean? So you're going to keep muting us. So I'm referencing myself. And by the way, okay, you didn't mute me. I've already established that. You kicked me, but I didn't leave. Like, yeah, you didn't mute me. And I never said that you muted me, but that's us is necessarily inclusive of me. That's the point. What are you talking about?
No, but that's the thing, Andrew. You made an ultimatum. I kick y'all out. My responsibility.
Yeah.
The way Myron acted on the show, I'm the host.
Yeah.
It's my responsibility. Like, what is the problem? Like, you think I'm offended, or you think I'm going to war with you, or like Myron being Myron all the time?
I didn't say you were.
That person is.
Bro,
what is the
how are you saying that I'm going to war with you? I went to your YouTube chat and left a thing. I literally left a thank you for having me on your panel.
That's my point. You been extremely pleasant. You know, actually, what I said to Ali when Ali invited you, and you said, I would love to be on the panel. I'm like, that's not Andrew. There's no fucking way. Andrew is being so nice, because you were talking like you really wanted to. You were excited to. I didn't put that on you. The only thing.
Yeah, well, hang on. I was excited. I was excited to have that debate. Yeah, of course.
And I think we did the good overall show and all these. Myron came from the confines of Rumble L, came in, broke 70,000 TOS, literally shitted on the floor, talk shit about everybody, criticize everybody, call everybody names. Yeah. I kick y'all off the show because y'all are a pair now. Y'all are Eskimo brothers.
Oh, so now it's us. It's us.
No, because
now I get kicked off. I get kicked off too because I'm laughing.
No, it's because
it's us. So it's us when it's convenient, Andrew. And then it's not us when it's not convenient.
No, Andrew, it's because you made it us. You said if you mute us, which means that you are.
That's giving a reference. That's giving me a reference to me, though. Like you would have to mute me too. So that's the point.
Okay, so I muted you. I kick you off for this, right? I'm going to give you a specific answer.
I know what your answer is already. You've already said it 15 times.
What? No, I kicked y'all because I wanted to mute him. And if you are going to leave for me muting him, I'm kicking y'all both because you included yourself in the package. How is that not fair?
Well, I'm referencing if you're going to mute me. When I'm saying us here, I'm saying if you're going to keep muting us. So I'm thinking you're going to mute him, you're going to start muting me. So I issue this as an agreement enforcement, and you fucking kicked me instead.
So you actually
you didn't even ask me. You didn't even ask me to explain. You didn't even ask me to follow up. You didn't ask nothing. You just instantly booed.
No. It's because I don't have to. You actually pulled the gun then. Because if you wanted to actually have the moral high ground, you would let me mute you to prove that I actually started muting you and him at the same time, and you will leave. Ali muted him. You saw him talking without the voice saying, you said, oh, if you're going to mute us, I'm out. And because we were going to mute Maron and you never muted you, we kick y'all off the show because now y'all are a package and you jumped the gun. What is the problem with that?
Well, wait a second. That's not actually what happened. So I issued an ultimatum. I said me and us. So if you're gonna, so I'm giving you the reference here. Yeah, play it.
Can I play it?
Play it. Play it. I asked you to 15 times. Play it.
Okay. Let me see. Here we go. Let's see what we have here.
I can't see it. if
No, it's
if you're
fine.
playing
No, it's
something.
fine. No, it's fine. As long as you can hear it, is good.
I can't even hear anything yet.
No, I'm not playing
So-
it still. Let's do this.
Okay.
Like this to people they really think
If
is
you're
stupid.
gonna mute,
What-
if you're
hey,
gonna mute Myron,
hey, Andrew, he's
if you're
literally
muting
talking.
Myron, we're done.
He's literally y'all.
I will repeat it again because your microphone is a little bit low.
Yeah.
But the
'Cause
real
you're fucking dumb. We got Dr. Retard talking again.
I hear you, Fatty. The real thing is when they do counterintelligence, he has to act like this. They don't act like this to people they really think
if
is
you're
stupid.
gonna mute,
What-
if you're
hey,
gonna mute Myron,
Hey, Andrew, he's literally.
If you're going to mute Myron,
Yeah.
you said it. Let me go to the transcript to see if we actually. You said it. If you mute Myron, that's what you said. 1 second. Let me see. Andrew, little talking, little. They don't. Let me see. This is 2:16:18.
Literally talking.
we're done.
He's literally.
Okay, so
Mhm.
the transcript doesn't show exactly because you are like being under talk. You are under talking him, but you didn't said us. You said Myron. Like, let's listen to it again.
When they do encounter.
Let me put this on slow mo just to make sure. And Andrew, if you said the name Myron, I think you have to concede that you are not right. Okay, just make sure.
Go ahead. Mhm.
Let's play it.
Intelligence, he has to act like this. They don't act like this to people they really think
if
is
you're
stupid.
gonna mute,
What-
if you're
hey,
gonna mute Myron,
Hey, Andrew, he's.
If you are going to mute Myron, I'm out. This is what you said. I'm going to repeat it again.
Literally to people they really think
if
is
you're
stupid.
gonna mute,
What-
if you're
hey,
gonna mute Myron,
Hey, Andrew,
If you are going to mute Myron, I'm out.
Mhm.
So Andrew, it
Yeah.
was not even.
Yes.
It was an
So
ultimatum.
let's-
If you're going to mute
yeah.
Myron, I'm out. I never did the deal with Myron. You added him because you wanted to be a loyal. So Andrew, can you just concede and say I was wrong? I told you if
No.
you mute Myron, I'm leaving. Can you concede, please?
Yeah. So can I defend myself now or no?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So what did you notice how I was cut off in the middle of what I'm saying there? Did you notice that? Go ahead and play it again and watch me get cut off as I'm fucking telling you what the ultimatum is. Myron and me is what I'm trying to say as you cut me off. Go ahead.
So
Play it
Myron
again.
and me is not us, right? It's Myron and me. Myron is not us.
And
Myron,
not Myron or me, Myron and me. Now play it. And I clarified it afterwards on my own show. So no, you're incorrect. You think that if you just cut me off while I'm in the middle of saying something and then boot me, that's evidence in your favor? Yeah,
Andrew,
fucking right, boy.
Andrew, that's crazy.
if you're gonna mute, if you're gonna mute Myron,
Hey, Andrew, he's
if you're
literally
muting
talking.
Myron, we're done.
He's literally.
You said it twice, actually. You said it. Listen, you said it twice. You said, if you mute Myron, I'm gone. If you mute Myron, I'm gone. Listen carefully. You said it twice.
Hey, Andrew, he's literally talking. He's literally.
If you muting Myron, I'm out. If you muting Myron, we gone. You said Myron. You were defending him, not us, not the deal we have. Andrew, show good faith. I know. Show good faith once and says, I made an ultimatum that if you mute my friend, I will drop and I will stick by my friends. That I didn't break nothing. I didn't break no violation. It was Myron.
Yeah. So first of all, you can't boot me in the middle of what it is that I'm trying to fucking say, cut me off. Right? Then I have to clarify it on my own channel, what I'm saying. And then you pretend that that's evidence in your favor. That's bullshit. That's very
How
selective.
many times do you have to repeat something for me to believe you?
Bro. This section is 5 seconds long, and you don't even let me finish what I'm trying to say. You refuse to let me finish what I'm even saying, bro.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
So I had to clarify it. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, if you're going to mute us or you're going to mute Myron and me, right, we're done. I clarified this multiple times to my chat. I clarified it afterwards in my own show. So like, I have the evidence here that I'm correct. I have the evidence. Now I understand from your ear, but you cut me off immediately. So what do you want me to say? Like, you can't cut me off in the middle of what I'm saying and then boot me and then pretend like, that was a brand new ultimate. It's like, I didn't even get out what I was trying to say to you.
No, but there's a you repeated twice, and then you kind of went to your crowd, and you said that we had the deal. No, we did nothing that happened here broke the deal.
I told them, my crowd, that the deal was with me. I told them it was with me. We had a deal that they wouldn't mute me.
These fuckers broke the deal. If these fuckers broke the deal, I'm out. Fuck them. That's what you said. I'll literally watch it. You want me to play it? I can play it because I can find it.
Play it.
You want me to play it?
Play it in context. Yeah.
Okay.
So but I want it in context though.
No, it's literally you talking. It's literally like, cause you know what, Flow State actually did the dirty job for me, cause Flow State was recording whatever you did over there.
Yeah, give me the context though. I want context, not just bullshit.
You know what, Andrew? I concede. I was wrong. Can we shake on it then be friends again? Not friends, but
I don't think we were ever not friends. But the point here is like even if I make the concession on this, it still doesn't change a damn thing. The point is ultimately is that Myron came on specifically to give you a taste of your own medicine, and that's exactly what he did. And everything else that you're doing here, is framing, and that's it. And it's like, so even if I was incorrect there, even if I did issue an ultimatum and he booted me, even if all of that was true, it wouldn't change the context of any of this.
Yes, but it's kind of fun that you.
It would be a triviality.
It's kind of fun that you only represent yourself, but I represent everybody that is in on my panel. I am Andrew. You know, I talk funny because I live in Portugal. Right, I date white woman. I have white friends. I am very comfortable talk about race issues because once again, I am a extra in a play. I don't get bothered around y'all, and I don't think y'all should be bothered around me. But the fact, once again, that since I got to this space, I always every time show, hey man, let's not treat these people from Valhalla like they're crazy. Like I have literally a show where it's white people and black people. I say, hey, we are Wakanda. They are Valhalla. I know there's a lot of crazy people on the other side. We sometimes are crazy too, but let's try to actually have the conversation without fucking each other up and making this shit a racial thing.
Nobody's saying that you. Yeah, but this is all framing again, right?
No, that's my last question.
This is all framing.
Please, Andrew. This is my last question, right?
Yeah.
What would you do to test? If you was Andrew, let's imagine that I'm on the show, right? And let's not go with the RER and all that. But let's start that they say with the chimping out monkey, didn't do nothing, the usual suspects and all that. And I'm debating somebody, or we are on the panel, something. What would you do if you were me? Like if you happened to me, like what would you do? What would you do to him?
To Myron?
No, to Taz. What
is that? What you're asking me? What do I do to Myron?
White boy. Like, what would you do to him if you were fatty and you are a host of a show and you are trying to de-escalate things? What would you do to him? So I can understand what I should do next. If whenever I have on the panel or we, I would just
stand. I would do it differently. Sure, I would just stand by it and be like, look, you can say what you want within the confines of TOS. I wouldn't try to make the moral grandstand that like, oh, don't do that, and then they do it again, and then come on, don't do that, and then they do it again, and then come on, don't do that, and then they do it again. That's a bad look from my view. But I'm not even here to try to tell you how to run your panel. I'm just here to tell you how things actually went down. And how things actually went down was that you're trying to create a framing. Oh, Myron has no self-control. He can't control himself. He's chipping out. Blah 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 blah. When he's clearly trolling you and giving you a taste of your own medicine. Based on the actions that he saw on the panel.
So he practiced, hey, I think I practice self-restraint. That man called me all type of names from the way I sound, how I look, and all these. I was chilling. I didn't do nothing crazy. I just said, y'all keep talking about foreigners. Your co-host is a foreigner, and you go suck Piers Morgan dick every motherfucking time he calls you, which is true.
Yeah, he was hitting all of you. That's true.
No,
but that's what made it. That's what made it funny. He was taking no prisoners, right? And what made it funny was the irony of it. That's why I was laughing my ass off. It was ironically hilarious. I don't know what else you want me to say about that. It was clearly ironically hilarious. He was clearly trolling you guys, and that's not even in question, except by you for some reason.
Hey, if I know that. Myron was coming here to troll us, which is your version of or interpretation of effect, I wouldn't bring him here. See what I'm saying? It's like if I read
Look, that makes sense to me. That makes total sense to me. I didn't know what Myron was going to do or not do. I wasn't my idea to bring him on. It was your idea.
This is actually the last question. Hey, Andrew, can you prove that Taz wasn't trolling you?
No, you can't prove it, but you can look at context specifically, and through context you can make those determinations, I think, from the viewer standpoint. But I wouldn't be able to prove that, no, not empirically or anything. Like, I couldn't give you an empirical demonstration for it.
So if you can interpret Taz interactions with you in a malicious way, because you're doing the white boy and all these things, I can interpret Myron, and Myron, like, hey, you know what's funny? Both of them are racist. I even give you that. Both of them are actually racist. Both of them. Taz exclusive. Shout out to Taz. And Myron. Shout out to Myron.
Does that guy Taz say that he's a racist though?
No, he has a pattern of behavior of.
Yeah, but Myron literally says he is. So the inconsistency there with Taz would be him pretending he's not when he is, right?
No, I don't think.
Wouldn't that be a thing that you would have to call out, right, to be consistent?
So Taz is inconsistent, but not on race issues. Taz is a proud black first type, like, you know what, white supremacist type of thing. He is clearly a person that puts black people first, and he looks down on white people. So I think he was.
But does he identify himself as a racist?
I have to ask him, but I don't think he eyes it.
Yeah, probably not. Myron does. And so that, I don't know, that seems like an inconsistency you might want to look at and call your buddy out.
No, you know what the difference between me? I'm not gaslighting you. I am selling you exactly like it is. Well, that dude over there doesn't like white people. Now, the gaslight is this, right? That dude over there doesn't like white people. Please, Tess, stop calling him a white boy. And that person over there clearly doesn't like black people, but he's joking when he puts you on the thumbnail and calls you a monkey, fatty. He's just trolling, fatty. He's a monkey, he's just trolling. See, I don't gaslight you, and Tess was malicious, and he is a pattern of behavior of actually going at white people. And so does Myron going at black people. I'm not gaslighting you in relationship to Tess, but you are kind of gaslighting me in relationship to Myron because you're saying he's trolling. He's not trolling. That's who he is. He doesn't like black people, period.
Then how come he's not always, quote, chimping out on Fresh? How come he's not always chimping out on every black man, right? It seems like this is context specific to who it is that he's talking to and why he's talking to them. And so through the prism of hang on, it's my turn, man. Just let you go. Through the prism of rationality, we can make these determinations based on how people are engaging. Myron engages in hundreds of debates per year, hundreds of them. And he rarely is ever acting that way. So if that's the case, there's probably a reason he was acting that way specifically this time. Why? Well, I just gave you all of the specific context for why. Because from his view, he saw that there was a bunch of racist black people, from his view, again, being meansy to his buddy, and he wanted to give them a taste of their own medicine. And so he went on and trolled you guys, and it was ironically hilarious, and you're still coping about it.
Andrew, you know why I know that that's not true? We were nice to you. We were so nice to you yesterday that you did what you usually do when you actually enjoying the people. Hey, man, go over there and support them, Crucible Crew. You send a message to Ali after the show. They saying thank you for having me.
You talking about Myron's view. Myron's view, not Andrew's view. This is Myron's view.
No, okay, so let me ask you this. This is the question for you, and then we close. Do you think Myron view?
Like, you have a lot of closeout. You got a lot of questions to close out.
I know. So you have a perspective, and he has a perspective. We already agreed.
Right.
That's why I ask you: is Myron chimping out? Right. My assessment is, I think you were treated probably very close to the best you ever had if we take Tez out of the inclusion on a mostly black panel without shit going left, right? I believe that we did a good job. Like you have the image over there and everything is tagged. Like it's impeccable, right?
You mean hang on? You mean out of all the panels that I've done, or just like specifically with yours?
Not all the panels, but panels that have a racially charged debate in a racially charged place. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. Hang on. I think it was fine. I think you treated me fine. That's not in dispute.
So my question is. My question is: do you think Myron's interpretation of how you were treated was wrong?
From my view or from his view?
Yes, from your view, do you think his interpretation that we were going at you and mistreating you and all these things? Do you think his interpretation of events was wrong?
Yeah, I do. I do think that that you were doing the game where you're like, "Hey, don't do that," but kind of you can do that. I do think you were doing that, but that has no bearing on whether or not I would be on a panel or I think I was treated fine or whatever. I think that that's just part of the way that you run content. So. Yeah, I think his interpretation was fair. Yeah, I think it was.
Yes,
and I think that his interpretation of coming in to troll the shit out of you was fair too.
Hey, Andrew, if I was a debate bro, I would say prove it. Hey, Andrew, you know how much money, Andrew?
This is vibe. Well, these are vibes though. How am I supposed to prove a vibe?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm just saying, Andrew, we lost so much money because big content creators come around, try to whip their dicks, and we stop that shit in the beginning. So much money. I can literally show to everybody, to my crowd and all that, the running-ins we had with big people, with Cooley, with Pearly, with Angry Man, with Anton, with Andrew. The fact that my track record and our lead track record,
like long-term,
is immaculate, and you're like, this is how you run content.
That's a bad argument for two reasons. The first reason that's a bad argument is because I do think that you would agree with me that long term, as a smaller content creator, you would have to establish boundaries or you're going to get run over by people. Yes. And so it might lose you a little money in the short term, but it's probably going to make you more money in the long term. And remember, you're a brilliant businessman and you're looking at the long term goal. And so I think you're looking at the long term profits there. So I don't think that it's just you being consistent based around some moral principle, but I think that it's consistency based around the fact that you're going to make more money in the long term. That's the first thing. And then the second issue that you have there is you do run panels that way. You want there to be conflict on your panel. I get it. Makes sense, right? We have opposing views. There's necessarily going to be content.
Yes.
But when you say, yeah, you can make the racist remark. No, you can't. Okay, he did it again. Okay, he did it again. We'll just let it slide this time. Like, yeah, of course people are going to get the wrong idea and the wrong view there. Of course. And it's totally fair for them to.
They already had the idea before they got into the show. And this is what I actually don't agree on the premise.
Well, that's just, I don't know where you're coming up with that.
It was not that these people saw how we treated you and they decided to chimp out. They already decided we were chimps. They already decided we were monkeys. They already decided that we are going to lambast you because you are white. So it was just, let me look for an excuse to do exactly what I want to do from the get-go. And you know I know that because while you were on the back streaming, I had my people go and see your chat to see how people were behaving. And without nothing, no stream, I didn't even play the music. They were going crazy already before it even started. And Myron got the same thing. Before Myron saw any type of insult towards you, he was calling me a foreigner. He was saying, oh, look at those monkeys. You can literally go look at the tape. Like Myron looking for an excuse to fight. And he got owned, and now he's mad.
But how does that negate anything I said, though? That still wouldn't negate anything. It would still be Myron's watching it live. He sees what he considers unfairness, and he thinks he's going to go give you a fucking piece of his mind, and he's going to give you, he's going to teach you the same lesson that he thinks that you're trying to pull on his buddy. So even if all of what you just said is true, it doesn't negate anything that I'm saying here.
No, I get it, but this is like the implicit bias, right? For example, I believe that for the amateurs that actually go at you usually on debate, I do better than most of the amateur people that actually get in front of you because I kind of do my homework and try to actually trap you to some shit. But because I'm black, most of the people already dismiss me from the get-go. A lot, not most, that's unfair. A lot of people dismiss me from the get-go before I even
agree.
open my mouth. Look at him chimping
good.
out. Look at him. And this is what I'm saying that it happened here.
But
what I want on my show, Andrew. What I want on my show is.
But that's everywhere. But hang on. Let's clarify something though.
Sure.
That implicit bias that you're talking about exists everywhere. Sure. So if I go on a Protestant channel, there's implicit bias because I'm Orthodox. If I go on a liberal channel, there's implicit bias because I'm a Christian nationalist. Before I ever open my mouth, there's already all sorts of assumptions which are made. That's the internet, period. And by the way, I don't even think you or I are immune to that. So this that idea still has nothing, or does nothing to negate my point here. Nothing, zero.
No, absolutely. But like I said, if you believe that people already had pre-existing ideas about you and they're looking at an excuse to actually judge you or to punish you in a certain way, I think everybody pulled the gun. What I want on my show, Andrew, is not conflict per se, is the anticipation of conflict. I want people to understand, and you do very well. That's actually what got you here. You sell the
What the hell is the difference between conflict? What the hell is the difference between conflict and participation of conflict?
No, anticipation of conflict, meaning that you were anticipated like a gladiator fight, even the fight doesn't happen. A lot of times you sell debates like that. You anticipate the conflict, everybody pulls up, and you are actually extremely kind and extremely nice, and you are not even on those days that you are just trying to crush everybody. That's what
you mean hype? You mean just hyping?
Yes, hype is the anticipation of conflict. When it comes to conflict, I have my boundaries, and I usually stop them when that shit goes left.
Well, I don't know that hype is the participation of conflict. There can be all sorts of hype for things that are conflict, like hype for a concert and shit. But the point here though is like, yeah, I guess I hype my streams up, sure.
Sure.
But how does any of that negate what I'm saying to you? How does any of that negate any of this?
Because it was I believe it was we are expecting something to happen and we're going to jump the gun, and that thing didn't happen. I really don't think it happened, Andrew. And every time it happened, we stop it. Like every single time. I went to the transcript to see when didn't stop it, because it's kind of weird people saying, oh y'all, and I went back, and every time somebody says something about Andrew being white, stopped. That's the best I can do. If your rule is TOS, right? I can stop somebody from breaking TOS, because once they say it, they said. You had a debate with the dude the other day.
Yeah, but none of this is in dispute though. Like, you're still arguing points that aren't being argued. And so this is where you fail as an amateur debater, and have many times. You like to do goalpost shifting without getting to the heart of what it is that we're talking about. It wouldn't matter if I'm hyping up my stream, or if people have preconceived notions about the conflict that's to come. None of that matters. The point here, what would matter, that's not tangential to the point, is from Myron's perspective, did he see what he perceived, and many people perceived as some sort of implicit unfairness? Whether I perceived it that way or not's irrelevant. I have different rules, okay? But I think it's fair enough that many people saw that there was some sort of implicit bias, and that the irony and what was so funny about it was that he came on and was basically giving you a taste of your own medicine. That's what made everybody laugh.
Absolutely.
That's the point.
Absolutely. And by the way, you know how I win debates? By showing video that you said Myron and not us. Last thing that I want to say, Andrew. Thank you very much.
Oh,
thank you very much for being polite.
Hey, I won the tangential point, but the meat of the entirety of what you're saying, I conceded to multiple times. It's like, that's not winning anything. Even if I lost the point in the debate, it doesn't mean you lose the debate. What the heart of what we're talking about here is what happened or didn't happen. And you've never made a single refutation. Not a single refutation, and you didn't make a single refutation for how I didn't live up to my values or principles, and you were initially saying that I didn't. And like, you had to concede a bunch of these points, man.
I learned with you. I concede to move the conversation. There's the debate university, the verbal combat. Go get the verbal combat on Andrew Wilson. Andrew, I'm on to you. Yeah. I don't concede because I think you're right. I concede because I want to move the conversation to exactly what I want to talk about, just like you tell people to do. Am I wrong?
And when we got to the actual conversation, you lost. Yeah, I don't know why did you want to move it to the conversation that you would lose?
No. Is like I said.
Why did you? What was your grand strategy with that? With your 3D chess? What was the grand 3D chess strategy to get to the meat of the conversation where you lost? Now, how's that good for you?
You know what? I'm going to say this, and I'm not muting you, okay? W's in the chat for Andrew, okay? W's in the chat.
W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
And you know it's going to be funny, Andrew? No matter how many times I point things that actually not consistent with anything you say, it's going to be owned. But let me get 100,000 subscribers. I see you in 2 years. And we're going to see exactly if this is like is because it's subscriber supremacy or because it's right. Again, I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. And
So wait, hang on. Before you go, just the last little parting shot here.
Uh-oh.
That was your parting shot. Your parting shot is it's because your audience is bigger. That's why they think that, or that's why you're right. That's what your argument is there. That's your parting shot.
No,
when I get to 100,000 subscribers, then people will think I'm right. It's like, well, people, if they thought you were right, you'd already probably be at 100,000 subscribers. That's the point, right?
How? I got 20,000. I got 20,000 subscribers in 3 years with 3 channels. And I got
that would play
times. Like
that would play to my point. That would play to my point. It's like you would grow like a weed if people thought you were right. Yes, I agree.
You can be extremely wrong and have 1,000,000 subscribers. I don't know if you know who Derek Jackson is the biggest simp of the planet, has 1 million subscribers for selling Christianity and marriage, and then he was cheating on his wife with the BBLO. So you can have a massive amount of people watching you and praising you, but you are you are clearly wrong. I'm just saying on the public on the part of public opinion.
You're conflating claims, bro. You're just conflating claims again.
Andrew.
What I said specifically was what? If people thought you were right, you would already be growing like a weed. Hassan Piker doesn't have a big audience because they think he's wrong, bro. They think he's right. Sure. Is he wrong in reality? Sure. Yeah, so I don't even know what you're arguing there.
So when you were Papa Fascist and you didn't have a lot of subscribers, you think people thought you were wrong or that you didn't get visibility enough for?
I was getting subscribers like fucking crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
So
when I started the Crucible, my very first live stream had like 600 live viewers, dude.
Okay,
what are you talking about?
So people always thought that you were right.
Yeah, I think that the following that I gained was because people generally thought that I was on the right side of issues. Yes.
Sure. And this is what I'm saying. I don't think it's about being right or not. I think it's about exposure and talent. You are a talented individual. You got the
I think. Look, I'm not saying that that's not part of it, but I'm just saying that there are untalented people who fall on the right side of issues, and it's like I think in this case, I think a lot of the things that are holding you back for your channel doesn't have anything to do with railroading or externalities. It has to do with the fact that you fall down the wrong side of issues often, and people don't like that.
No, actually, what is costing me is I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I'm streaming 12 hours a week. I'm not doing no pre-recorded videos, no nothing. Once I actually start doing that,
why not? I thought it was like a $multi-$100,000 operation per year or some shit.
No. This is what we made. I made $100,000 in the first year, Andrew. Like this has always been fun.
Why would that not be a full-time gig then?
Because full-time has to do with the hours that you put into your craft. It has nothing to do with the amount of money that you do. I'm not doing these 40 hours.
Yes, it does. What are you talking? Of course it does.
So if I work 12, if I stream 12 hours and I make no pre-recorded videos, this is a part-time job or a full-time job?
It depends on what you're making for revenue and what else you're doing.
Let's go that I make 10 times the average salary in Portugal, which is where I live. It's still part-time. I'm not putting the time on the thingy.
But are you doing something else also part-time?
I have I don't have to be there. Let's go with that.
Okay. And do you make more money from YouTube or the other thing?
I would say at this point I make a little bit more from YouTube than I make on a personal thing. But
okay, got it.
It was kind
so
of
then How would it make so then why would it make business sense for you to not do YouTube full time? I don't understand that.
No, it does. Is that I'm not thirsty. I know who I am. I know my talent. I know the people that I have around me. I'm not thirsty. I'm living a very comfortable life right now. I don't want to lock myself into YouTube perpetuity just because of money and then lose my soul, get a burnout, fuck up my life. So I will get there sooner or later.
How are you gonna lose your soul? What do you mean? You don't have to lose your soul because you're a content creator, man. What are you talking about?
What, like, you know, when you say when you look at the beast long enough, the beast looks back at you. I'm way more tired now than I was when I got on YouTube.
Yeah, but you know what I always say when people say that? I always say, but just give the abyss the finger and tell it to go fuck itself. It's fine. Like you don't have to be a shithead because other people turn into shitheads because they're YouTubers. Like that's not necessary. Yes. And by the way, if you're a person who is used to having a life that's not a life of luxury, and you get in the space and you're highly successful at it, you usually don't become a shithead. Usually you're a shithead because you had a silver spoon in your mouth and you got there through illegitimate means, you know, like a sex video or something stupid like that. But generally speaking, I don't see that many people who were in Main Street for years working blue collar jobs and living in poverty who make it on YouTube, who just turn into shitbags. I can't think of any.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Once people get money and power, and you actually saw it when people are below you, when people are doing like people you actually are not doing nothing for them or they don't need you. When they need you, they act a certain way. Once they don't need you, they chimp out. That's the human nature. Is you?
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with you changing. That has nothing to do with you changing.
Yes, it does. Like you change, you have to adapt to the people that are in front of you. You might want to be nice and a family man and all that shit, but if you sit in front of a person that ain't shit, you have to put your clothes off. You're not Wolverine. You're not going to punch people. You're going.
Yeah, but that doesn't make. Again, I think that's silly, man. Because ultimately, it wouldn't matter if I was in any high stress job that could have been competitive and backstabbing and this and that. I would have to adopt. I would have to adopt whatever that was. That doesn't mean that it would change me as a person because I'm in a different environment and therefore I still act according to my principles. That it doesn't even follow, dude. And there's plenty of successful content creators who don't change. I can name a couple of them.
I think that's ideal. You can name a couple of them, but that's why you say a couple of them. Majority of people, if they are not doing some nasty behavior and they get around people that are doing nasty behavior, they start doing it. If they're not bullies, they start bullying. If they're not drinking, they stop drinking. If they're not doing
but you see how you say like most again, like mostly. It's like again, my point to you is like you don't have to be one of them. That was my point.
Sure.
It doesn't matter what the majority does or doesn't do. You don't have to do that. It's not important. Sure. It's not necessary.
And this is what I'm saying. If the majority becomes that, the minority needs to adapt. Do you watch Walking Dead or you watched before?
Yeah, of course.
Rick is a piece of shit. He's a dumbass because he didn't adapt until he started. Rick got his shit fucked up so many times because he wanted to be the righteous, nice dude and kind and all these in a world full of zombies and people that are desperate to take his family, to take his food, and to take his resources. Rick is not a good guy because he's a liability. This is what I'm saying. If you are on the world of zombies, which is YouTube, content creation, backstabbers, and all these things, you can be Rick Grimes. You have to be Negan because you know what happens usually when you are Negan and you know that shit, nobody swings a bat at you. There's the best way for you to protect yourself.
It's funny that you took that away and that's the philosophy. When in fact, what actually happened is Rick always was that guy. And the show gives you all sorts of precursors into his life to show you that he was that guy, including the first conversation he had with Shane. So he was always that guy. He was always the guy who was going to do whatever it took and any immorality that needed to be done in order to protect the people around him. He was going to do that. So he didn't change. In fact, he changed the entire environment to suit him because that's how he was. And it was only when he finally said, okay, I'm going to just be who I am, that things started to work out for him because he was playing pretend before that.
I will concede to one thing you said, right? And I actually needed to explain myself better. I don't want to be eating people with bats I just want people to know that I actually have a bet in mind. I will like I just is the like I said, the anticipation of conflict. The biggest deterrent is the United States have some nukes. They don't have to shoot nukes. You know what happens if you fuck with them. I don't want to be around these people and swing bets on them. I think actually we're doing a great job kind of diffusing situations. I just want them to know that I have a bet. I'm not an easy target, and especially as a foreigner, fat with an accent and all that shit. All of or most of content creators think I'm a soft target.
Yeah, but that's good. That's the Jordan Peterson approach, right? It's like good men are supposed to be dangerous. That's not changing the core of who you are or changing the core of the thing. You know, like there's this bizarre idea that like if you make it in Hollywood or you make it on YouTube and you become some sensation or superstar and you have tons and tons of people who send you that you're just gonna change. It's just like baked into the cards, you know what I mean? And that shit's actually not true, man. It's not true. And most of the shit that goes around about content creators, that shit's not true either. So it's like most of the shit, I don't know if
they don't have to.
It's hard for me to say most, like the ones that I know who are like leftist progressives, yeah, they do it, but that's because they're still inhabiting the values they had before they came in. Like Destiny was always a degenerate before he became a fucking YouTube sensation. He was already a degenerate. All it did was bring out the him. You know what I mean? It's like it seems like it just brings out who you are more than anything else.
Sure, and there's the same thing with the people on the right. Actually, the problem with progressives, they're too nice. They're too nice. They went to fight fair. Yes, there's actually
no, they don't. They fucking ban channels and they're awful. What do you mean? What are you talking about? They're fucking terrible.
Now, when I say too nice on the YouTube space, you kind of right, because like everybody's a snowflake, kind of like everybody wants to take everybody down. I'll give you something like that you kind of actually even help the girl that got her channel removed, and you kind of help her with that. I don't see.
Yeah, and then she knifed me in the back immediately after I did it. It's like I helped Sarah. I helped Sarah Tomato get knifed immediately when I do it, but
no, Sarah,
I'm still not gonna.
Nothing to you, Sarah.
I'm still. Yeah, sure she is. I'm still gonna change. I'm still not gonna change though. I'm not gonna change who I am.
That situation kind of proved my point. You can't be a sheep in a world full of wolves. You try to be nice and make sure the wolf has some roof over his head, and then you are going to wake up with everybody with their head chopped off. That's a situation where kindness actually is paid with, what did they say? Kindness is paid with what?
Yeah, but that's a case of me violating my own conditions and rules. And so you pay the piper when you do that. That's true. I'm not disputing that. You know what I mean? But you don't have to stop being a kind or good person because you become because you get big on YouTube. That's just, I think, you know what I think, dude? I think that a lot of people like to use that as cope for why they're not big on YouTube. They're like, it's just because I don't want my values compromised. I just don't want I don't want me to change. And I think that a lot of that shit is just cope because they're not making it. That's what I think, honestly. So.
I respect that. I hope I don't become a vampire. Andrew, thank you very much.
Well, I'll see you, man. Have a good day.
And sorry for leaving you on the back for 70,000. I didn't know that it was you. And by the way, just for the sake of this thing, okay, I'm going to do it. Don't cry afterwards.
This is Sparta!
Yes, I kick him off the show, friends. Go ahead and report that to the news. Piers Morgan, Financial Times, all that. This is my best friend.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the think you is?
If you're my best friend, I walk around you all the time. I'm my best friend. Promise you, you'll be mine. He say he's just a friend. Ooh, oh, he's not pretend. Ooh, either is or he ain't your man. If I'm your best friend.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
This is Sparta!
Friends, I have a statement. It's not Toys Are Us, it's Toys Are Me. Because me is us, and us is me, and us is Maron, and Maron is Andrew, and Andrew is us. Toys Are Me, because they're both the same. Okay? Friends, the cash app is a little bit low. Because I'm living good, I'm not even going to complain. Donnell with 5, OG with 5, Donnell with 10, and Mr. I think Eric. Let me see what Eric gave us. I don't know. Hey man, we always have. We're not going to Fresh and Fit. We might go on whatever now. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Oh man, John Galt. What the fuck do you think you're coming to on my show, John? John Galt is the worst person I ever met. He's saying that you muted him. No, he's not. Because I didn't mute him. At all. Thank you very much, Eric. I appreciate you. Friends, we are sending everybody to King Riches. Okay. If you guys can make the Cash App ring, I would appreciate it. Like more $30, $20. That would be very nice. I think we give you a good smoke show because actually people pulled up. And I definitely won. We're getting so much better at these, friends. We're getting so much better at these, friends. It's not even funny. We're getting so much better at this. Let me go ahead and read the super chats. Tyrannical. Maron fans are some of the lowest IQ people on the internet. Thanks for not capitulating to Maron and his girlfriend anyway. Not girlfriend. Eskimo brothers. Eugene. Maron is effeminate. He could never control his emotions. Steve the Dean. Williams showed Maron femininity. It's time for them. The femininity once. The lovely lady Zyrex.
The untouchable empire, baby.
In the building, I appreciate you, Zyrex. We have James saying, big up to brother who believes in a better us. Salute to you, better us or me. Friends, we're going to Discord after this, okay? We're sending everybody to King Riches, but we're going to Discord a little bit since Cam is not going to go live. Join the Patreon so you can have the access to Discord. Tomorrow we have ladies first, okay? Tomorrow we have ladies first. Thank you very much once again for the untouchable empire, baby, for having my motherfucking
The untouchable empire, baby.
I appreciate y'all, friends, and I'll never take you for granted because you support me, not because I'm always right, but because I actually stand for what is right, and there's a standard we have around. Ilkan Ali, Nino, not Cammy, absolutely not Cammy, Red, Player One, everybody, every single one, content creators or not, this is the standard that you will try to actually accomplish, okay, friends? And if it doesn't work, it is what it is. But for the people that actually know us, we've been treading on what's right since the moment we got here, man. Nothing changed at all. Nothing. No matter how, like, did you guys saw Tommy on the chat yesterday? I forgot about that shit. Did you guys saw Tommy Sotomayor after all the bullshit and the talk and the what the fuck? Why? Why? We are nasty, small, no talented content creators. Ali ain't shit because he's a mixed breed. Something. Why?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Damn.
Enough. And boy, I've been sick to my fucking stomach watching you imbeciles type things. Stop typing. You niggas are stupid.
I don't get it. Like, can you leave us alone, sir? Please. Please. No, please. Do videos about her. Do lives. Go. Please. Leave us the fuck. Why you keep coming in my shed? That's crazy. And I'm a nobody. Imagine if I was somebody. When I grow up, I'm going to Act up like I know nobody.
Got untouchable empire, baby.
Shout out to my boy J Wheels. I appreciate you, Jay. Thank you very much for the membership. And shout out to motherfucking Twisted Pup with the 10 untouchable man.
Got untouchable empire, baby.
Thank you very much. Twisted Pup always on the back from day one. I appreciate you. Shady Reagan.
Got untouchable empire, baby.
Another untouchable empire executive, tyrannical by the logic of Andrew. You shouldn't call out any sides of others because you sinned once as well. No, Andrew, there's grades to sins just like there are grades to inconsistency. That's what I was saying. So you just because you are inconsistent once, I shouldn't listen to you. No, it's a pattern of behavior. Should is a perfect world. Should people be inconsistent? No. But if it's not something that is a pattern, I will listen to you because you have the right to be inconsistent just like everybody else. That was a wild way of starting the conversation. Louis Wilson. Andrew is a child of the devil. It's in the Bible.
Got untouchable empire, baby.
Damn. I don't think he's a child of the devil. What you guys talking about? Explainer 1. Myron makes fun of baby mamas. Can Myron joke about all crucible baby mamas? It depends. Double cupping, $5. Racism is not just mean words. Manner. Thank you very much. Rachel is in the building saying, your chat is full of racists making derogatory anti-white remarks about Andrew right now. You guys got exposed as a real racist and now you're mad. Hey, Rachel, I'll repeat what Rachel, I saw you do that shit. I actually saved the tweet because I think we're going to run, like you said, Rachel, you said this. Now I understand why our ancestors treated them like that. You know that your ancestors put them on ships, slashed them out, nooses. And you saying that you now understand how your ancestors did the things that they did to black people ancestors, and you are calling us racists? Rachel, there's a lot of racist people on our side. There's a lot of racist people on your side. But I guarantee you, you will never catch me saying that shit. That shit is insane. That shit is insane. It's like an insane statement. It's an insane statement. But this is what I'm talking about. This is about optics. This is about winning. This is about who wins, who looks better, who looks worse. And at this point, do we care about what's right or we care about winning? Or do we care about W's in the chat? Amen. And shout out to Jeremy. 10, 15, 25. Friends, because of Jeremy benevolence, we almost reach our goal. We need $25 on the Cash App, friends. Jeremy reached out with the hundo. Batman promoted above Cammy now. Cammy is in the last place. Batman, aka Jeremy, jumping in, taking over from the left, and being promoted on the Untouchable. Because Cammy only sends me money when Cheeky and Angry Man are on the show. Yes. My boy Mattman, he actually has morals and standards, not like motherfucking Cammy. Only sends me money when she is interested in somebody on the panel. So you are demoted, Cammy. And because I beat your ass on Mortal Kombat yesterday, Huh? You were laughing, right?
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
You're not laughing now, are you? And smell the roses. Making us get our goals today. She didn't do her nails in the $1,000 air and all that. She pulled up with a $25 and we got all the goals today.
Got untouchable empire, baby.
Thank you so much, Smell the Roses, for always having our back. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. You are not an untouchable per se, but you pass Cammy too. You are now above Cammy. Congratulations. Damn, man, Cammy got passed by somebody that doesn't even have the official logo.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f think you is?
Damn, Cammy. You are letting people outside of the club to get. Oh my God. That's what I said. Hey, we love you, Cammy. Cammy is so nice. She kind of mean, but she kind of nice. But she kind of extremely mean. She's a little bit mean. I'm not even going to lie. Cammy becoming very mean and very evil lately. I need to make sure that she doesn't go off the reservation. Friends, we have a tremendous Ladies First tomorrow, okay? Tune in at 5 p.m. The Ladies First, the infamous Ladies First is always fun. So tune in at 5 p.m. Let me read the super chats and then we have to bounce, friends. And thank you very much for my Nigerian brother, Tether, T.O. with a $30 ball. Thank you so much, T.O. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for always having my back, no matter what. And finally, of course, I'm him, another untouchable executive. Thank you so much, sir, for the donation.
Cha-ching!
And he said, fuck Cammy. Yes, doubles in the chat. Hey, Cam, you need to control yourself better like Myron.
I choose when I want to become a Super Saiyan. These chimp out, they can't control themselves. I can control the rage.
Yes, you need to take lessons with Myron of self-control and impulse control. Geoverse. He holds Andrew to standards he never imposed to his panelists or himself. Hypocrisy over 9K. Over 9,000. Tyrannical. Rachel Wilson just making shit up. Is that the Christian tenant just making shit up? Despicable lying people. Damn. Player one. Andrew Chat had Kool-Aid jokes before the stream even started. Interesting. Hey, man. Like I said, they don't respect us now. They're real one day. Thank you very much, my boy. Player one. Double cupping. How many opportunities did we take from you? Nothing. Juan Solo. Myron H. Julius, but as the same nose of one. Kind of. Carl Anderson. I've worked in the Middle East for over a decade, and the guy is black or whatever term you prefer to use. You, sir, are a nigga. Welcome abroad. We have DJ Louis V up. As no one watch Myron campus debates, he keeps the same rhetoric with the woman.
Got untouchable empire, baby.
We have one soul saying, damn, Andrew, pinked out right now. Probably punked. Tony Golden. So he feels like you didn't protect him enough. I think I need to create a safe space. Like, come on, man. I spent a year on white spaces trying to connect with people. From Sarah, Speakeasy, Flow State, Mel Pandora, Like I was there for a year in the middle of the night just pulling up. And to people to pretend like I'm not racially aware and not racially, like I understand what's going on. And I understand our people are assholes too. So, I don't know, man. I wanted to play the Tyrese. What more do you want from me? Oh my God. FBA forever. I'm scared Myron and Andrew will chimp out. No, they won't. Because they trolling. FBA forever. Ask Andrew if he can open a jar of pickles. It was actually a jar of olives. Okay? Y'all have to come correct and say exactly what it was. Zero Fallout, Andrew playing the woman semantics game. Juan Solo, $2. Andrew argues words, not points. This is cringe. FBA forever, $2. Can we deport the Andrew fans in here? Simply Jonathan saying, is Andrew saying that whoever he comes with or is supporting can be muted? And if so, how many people does that apply to anyone at a time? Yes, it's the subscriber supremacy. Is the subscriber supremacy. I'm going to play in your club. You better let that person drink for free. Say that shit before the deal. Afterwards, you have no claims to change the deal. If I don't want the deal to be open, it doesn't happen. And I can't believe you debated it for 50 minutes. Man, shout out to you, Jonathan. I appreciate you. Toys are me, not us. Juan Solo! The definition of me, don't include us, bro. Maybe. Oh, shit. I saw this comment. I saw you, Sarah. The Raging Tomato. Ooh, wait. Let me read this, because I didn't read it. I just put on the screen. I felt the energy. Let me see. A guest demanding no muting from a host also assumes the guest will abide by the moderation and respect host guidance of the panel. No mute is a reasonable request, but not an allowance of free reign on the Woo! Yes, is the prisoners want the what do you call the people that are in jails? What do you call the people the police jail? The person that's inside of the police or inside of the prison, the prison guards is like the inmates want the prison guards to abide by guidelines, by guidelines when they literally fuck it up everything. It's like you are telling the warden, you are telling the warden and the CO, and you are telling the correction you are telling them to abide by guidelines when you are acting the donkey. And then when you are acting the donkey and they do something, oh, I can't believe you do that. Hey friends, I be normal. I have 20,000 subscribers. I could lose them tomorrow. I'll get them again. Like y'all are so afraid of losing the motherfucking holy grail. Friends, when I play Pokemons, friends, there was 150. Fuck Charizard, fuck Pikachu, fuck Mewtwo, fuck Snorlax. It's always the next Pokemon. You treat me kindly, I treat you kindly. You bite me, I bite you back. And if that means, I know, I'll be normal. And if that means that I'm going to burn some bridges, hey man, I want principled people around me. I want principled people around me. And Mr. Fantastic, you should just let me handle it. Fantastic, I didn't let you handle it because he wasn't attacking you. That's all. I don't think the whisper, like even if it was going to go up or going to go down, we didn't need the hyper aggressive fantastic. Neither we needed the white supremacist whisperer to handle Myron. It is what it is. But I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. See you very soon.
Untouchable Empire, baby.
With another membership, I appreciate you. And he says, "Power won't corrupt you. Untouchables will jump you."
Untouchable Empire, baby.
Ooh, that's what he said. I'm silly that shit.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit.
And I stole that shit. Shout out my boy Shadow Dragon and Freezer in saying the good one, a good one, a good one. I appreciate you. We have 5 to go. The best editor in the game, player 1. Tommy, is here an idea for us, OnlyFans? Go fuck yourself. And he's going to grab this and he's going to go to his people and says, "Look at these guys talking about me. I never talk about them. They can leave my..." Like this is the most insane content farming strategy. We are here minding our business. He comes in with a fake account or whatever the fuck he's using, talks about us, asks to join the link, whatever. We mention it. And after we mention it, he clips us, goes to Rumble. "Look at what the fat foreigner and the mulatto, the mixed breed, blah, blah, blah." It's wild. Imagine content farming. Imagine content farming a 20,000 subscriber and a 13,000 subscriber channel when you are the legend. But hey, man, maybe that's why he said that he was my fan. Maybe that's why this man said, "Fatty, I'm your fan," because he can't he can't stop pulling up. He can't. I'm your friend, Fatty.
Fatty said it's 8 o'clock. Oh shit! It's gonna start to rain again. I don't know what's going on with this weather in Atlanta. It's crazy. Oh, you got a show. Fatty, we need to do some shit together. You know you my dog. We need to do like something together. B-Love said I'm white. We need to do something together, like for real. I don't know why I'm a fan. Real. I don't know why I'm a fan. I don't know why I'm a fan. B-Love said I'm white. We need to do something together, like for real. I don't know why I'm a fan.
All the comments would be Fatty McFat, fat, fatty, 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 fat, fat. Oh, look how fat he is, right? Look at that fatty. You know, haha, big fun, stupid fatty. I bet he can't go up the stairs. And
A fan. Shout out to player 1, 0 Fallout. Andrew, claim you did a lot of framing, but he was. Shout out to you, 0 Fallout. And finally, the worst of the worst, Princess Cammy. Cammy the Reese God. She's not a princess anymore. And she says, "You still lame. Boo. LOL.
Shut up, silly woman."
Oh, man. Friends, extra show. I'm still being in the studio. I need to do cable wiring, a wall. Like, there's a lot of things to do. But, friends, I'm almost there. And don't ask me about my AC. Friends, God damn it, motherfuckers. Can we come into next week? Because it was big damage.
Shut up, pussy. Stop crying. Nobody wants to hear that shit.
Team Fatty and the Untouchable Empire sending everybody to either Discord or to King Riches, depending on where y'all going. And timing out Cammy for the rest of the day for saying that I'm sweating bullets. Peace.
Who is my favorite streamer? Team Fatty. Yeah!
I tune into that man Fatty, innit? The man's a bad man, fam. Proper.
Safe. Facts, my guy.
Alright, shout out to Fatty. That's my primo in real life. That vato is the real deal. Los Intocabos forever, cabrón.
My favorite YouTuber. You fucking serious right now? Bitch, I'm homeless. Get that shit out my face. So who's your favorite YouTube streamer?
Is you dumb or no? It's Team Fatty all the fucking way.